The following is a special presentation of the Northside Methodist Academy Media Team.
The football field is lined. Those lines create yards. Yards turn into first downs. First downs turn into touchdowns. Why do we love the game of football? We hang on our team's success with each snap taken. We call them our team when our only role is fan. We jump for joy when they win, and we cry in defeat. Football teaches teamwork, conditioning, and endurance. In 1 Thessalonians 1:3, Paul gives thanks to God that faith has produced work, and love has produced labor, and hope has produced endurance. Listen to football as you've never heard it before. Sure, you will hear excitement when there is a touchdown scored.
The 30 to the 25, makes a move to the 20. He's going to be in! Touchdown! Northside!
But in addition to that, you will also hear more than football analysis play-by-play. You will hear how God is working in the lives of these local football families represented tonight.
Dear Lord, thank you for letting us live another day. Please keep everyone safe as they play tonight. Keep everyone from getting hurt, and let us not just play to win, but play for your glory, Lord, as we know and love you. Amen.
This is Mark Hall from Casting Crowns, and tonight you will hear God glorified. Whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God.
Northside Knights football is on the air.
Good 18! Hands up!
Now let's join the Northside broadcast team for tonight's game.
We're live at Rippey Stadium in Dothan, getting set for a 3A Region 2 battle between the Northside Methodist Academy Knights and the Providence Christian Eagles. Good evening, everyone. Good to have you here with us on the Joy FM, broadcasting all over Southeast Alabama, Southwest Georgia, the Panhandle of Florida, and worldwide on the Joy FM Alabama mobile app. Let me introduce the broadcast team to you tonight. Our football analyst, the professor, Mr. Chuck Locke. Good evening, sir.
Matt, it seems like a world of time since we were out here calling the Northside Knights game again, so great night to be back here at Rip Hughes.
Man, it feels like fall here tonight.
It does.
Our sideline reporter is Northside Junior, Mr. Blake Jimerson. Blake, how are you tonight?
It rained a little bit earlier, and it cooled it off, and there's a nice breeze down here. There definitely is an atmosphere with all student sections and all the parents over here. It's really nice.
Very good. Thank you, Blake. Good to have you here. And also joining us tonight as our producer is Mr. Hatcher Potter, senior at Northside. We appreciate him joining us. Chuck, 2 weeks ago, the Knights had an incredible game where they were up at halftime by 13. They lost the lead, and at the end of the game were able to get a touchdown and a two-point conversion to win the game over Daleville. It was an exciting game, Chuck.
It was a magical connection. You saw a senior find a freshman, Hicks to Coscrey, in end zone. You know, the first game of the year we saw Ben Coscrey get a little bit of time on the special teams, and we said, well, wow, he's really getting after it. But he could be a really a tool that Northside leverages, and it could be a passing game that we need to pay attention to tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's going to be interesting to see as the Eagles come into town. Well, they're in town already, but come to the Rip Hughes Stadium tonight. They're coming off of a hard game against a very good Elba team. I think they ranked 2 in the state. And they're going to be coming in here looking for, to get a win tonight. Chuck, you talk about Providence coming in here. This is kind of the game that Northside circles. They look at this game as, we could lose every other game, but this is the one we want. And I understand why. It's kind of one of those things where you've got a team that's close by and very similar in a lot of ways, and, we've never beat them. And this is, one of those things where they're definitely looking forward to trying to get a victory over a very established program in Providence.
Absolutely, Matt. It reminds me when Providence first started their program years ago, too, and they thought the same thing about Houston Academy. And that has become their major rival. So with Northside coming on the scene and getting to the Alabama High School Athletic Association, I don't say Providence will take them lightly, but Northside has an opportunity to kind of catch them flat-footed tonight, coming off a hard game, physical game. I know I saw several Eagles that have been injured. They're on the sideline tonight, and I know Northside has its share of them too, but it's going to be interesting to see who swings the sword or how high the talons are up. And what could become a very good rivalry in the city of Dothan.
Absolutely. I caught up with Coach Gainey earlier this week and asked him about this game, the importance of this game, what he thought about it. And here's what he had to say in this week's edition of the Coach Gainey 2-Minute Drill.
Hey, I'm Michaela Gainey, senior at Northside, and it's time for the 2-minute drill with my dad, Coach Stefan Gainey.
With Providence coming to town, Mr. Mordecai pulled me to the side, and he said, I don't want to scare you or put too much on you, Coach, but I want to congratulate you because I think, in my mind, this is one of the biggest games in Northside history as far as being in the AHSAA because it's, a rival program that we've never beat, huge playoff implications. We're staying alive in the playoff hunt. Never beat them before. We got them at home. He just said when you add it all up, it's a huge game that ranks very high, if not the highest in Northside history, certainly in our short Alabama high school history. But we're not letting that scare us or deter us. It's the biggest game to us because it's the next game. But we do understand that it is an important game. The boys have had a great week of practice, and they've been laser focused up to this point. So I can assure you that we're going to come out and play some Northside football, and we're going to swing the sword, and we're going to look up in the fourth quarter and see where we are. And I think if the boys do that, it should be certainly an entertaining night for the Knights. And hopefully we'll all go home smiling. Thanks for what you guys do. I think you guys do an amazing job. You're certainly part of what we do. And go Knights, go. Thank you.
Chuck, I heard a guy, a football expert, okay, he's an expert in football this week. He said when you have a rivalry game, there are two things that stand out, special teams and turnovers. And when I watched that game last year that Northside played at Providence and just about beat them, what was the big difference in that game in the first half? It was the turnovers. The 10 points that Providence scored was off of turnovers. So with that said, what are your keys to the game for the Knights tonight?
Well, there couldn't be much more than that. I think in addition to that, I think playing with emotion and not emotional is going to be key for the Knights, and that's going to decrease the amount of turnovers because then you're locked into the moment. You're not so much worried about the opponent. Mm-hmm. And with the rivalry budding like it is, that's going to take a lot of maturity from this Knights team to overcome that emotional hurdle and play with emotion. And play focused like Coach said they were during practice. Another key that I'd want to might add is the size of the line and how Northside defends the run. We've seen that be their Achilles all year, whether it be when we played Cottonwood or whatever. If a team runs right between the tackles with the Knights, we've had difficulty defending that. And that's Providence's bread and butter. So in how they defend that, how they allow the linebackers to come up and make those tackles, the line eat up that ground right in there in that 1 yard. Those linebackers have to be attacking downhill to play against this really run offense of the Eagles. That would be the two keys, I think. That's going to be the ingredient for a Knights victory.
Yeah, and I think, when you look at Northside from last year, they were able to penetrate between those A-gaps, getting in the backfield and stopping that. If you can force Providence to throw the ball, they are very, very uncomfortable to doing that. In fact, their first pass last week against Elba was a pick six. So that's kind of one of the things you got to kind of watch for tonight. And also the kicking game. Providence has a kicker that can kick the ball deep, but they don't mind doing a squib kick or try to catch you off guard and try to force a turnover that way as well.
Absolutely. You're right.
The guys, the captains are at the center of the field and doing the coin toss here. The Knights are in a different it seems like they're in a different uniform every week.
They're the Oregon of the Wiregrass.
They are. So tonight they're in their dark gray uniforms with the green numbers on it, green helmets, and white pants. Hadn't seen that combination yet.
And it's interesting now because the Providence is all white, so you would think, okay, let's go different than white pants, but I'm sure that's by design.
Yep. So it looks like Northside has won the toss, and they're going to elect to receive to get this ball game going. So, guys, we're getting ready here for the kickoff. It is October, which means peanuts are getting turned over, and there's pink in the stands and everywhere else for breast cancer awareness. So that's what you see when he gets there. We're getting ready for the kickoff. As we go to commercial break, we're joined by senior softball player Anna Griggs to lead us in a prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, I pray that you watch over us during today's game. I thank you for this amazing sport you've given us, Lord. Please keep the refs, the football players, staff, and everyone in the stands safe and respectful throughout the game. Please watch over us and guide us in your direction. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
This is Andrea Johnson from Northside Methodist Academy in Dothan, where we offer a traditional and Christ-centered education. Northside is proud to celebrate being named the best private Christian school in the Wiregrass for 2 years in a row. We offer great extracurricular programs such as choir and band, as well as clubs and enrichment courses in computer, art, music, and STEAM. For more information, check out our website at nmacademy.net or schedule a tour by calling 334-794-7273. Northside Methodist Academy is a nonprofit business ministry partner with the Joy FM.
The Joy FM is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Northside Football is thankful for support from Hangar 38, located at 3120 Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. I'm Jesse, senior linebacker at Northside Football, and Hangar 38 can host birthday parties or even team building events. Phone 334-699-6350.
Hello, I'm Kaylin Dorsey, Northside Class of 2024. Northside Football is thankful for Alan Rogers and the Joint Chiropractic Clinic for their generous support. Open evenings and weekends to fit many schedules. Phone number 334-577-4722.
I'm Michaela Buchanan, Northside Junior, and Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller with Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services in the Wiregrass area. Phone 334-828-8280. Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics, specializing in tires and auto repair. I'm Autumn Dressler, a senior cross-country and track and field athlete at Northside. Thank you to Scott Stevens Tire and Service for their generous support. Phone number 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM is honored to help celebrate 10 years of football with Northside Methodist Academy. Thank you to those pioneers that paved the way for future generations to shine the light for Jesus Christ on and off the field. Congratulations from all of us at the Joy FM.
This is Mike Mordecai from Northside Methodist Academy in Dothan, where we are building champions for life. With our athletic programs, we value character above all else. Our dedicated coaching staff teaches young men and women how to use God's gift for His glory. Northside Methodist competes in the Alabama High School Athletic Association. For more information, see our website at nmacademy.net or call 334-794-7273 to schedule a school tour. Northside Methodist Academy is a nonprofit business ministry partner with the Joy FM.
Northside Knights football on the Joy FM, WIPB Abbeville Dothan, WPHH Hopeville Montgomery, WTID Graceville, Florida, and worldwide on the Joy FM Alabama mobile app. I'm Elena Townsend, a senior at Northside Methodist, and it's time for the kickoff. Go Knights, go!
Welcome back to Rickey Stadium, and the Knights have taken the field with their traditional night show. I mean, I don't know what else to call it. I mean, you got green and white lights going on, music, and really cool to see all that every week. We're getting ready here, Chuck, for this kickoff, and it's a good crowd tonight for both schools represented. The band here is here for Northside and sounding good, so it's Friday Night Football.
It is indeed, and it is a good crowd. It's good to see these folks come out, and it really, what the bottom line for it is, yes, we're watching football and the budding of a rivalry, but it's the cause of Christ. You have two schools that are representing the gospel, and prayerfully this can grow in how these two schools do that for not only Dothan but for Wiregrass area, and these young men to get that 30,000-foot view of what they're doing, not just for their schools but for the kingdom.
Yeah, and these kids, a lot of them, they know each other. They've grown up together, church camps, wired together. So they know each other. So it's good to see them on the field and getting ready to kick this ball away. We're starting to, I feel like we're starting a little early tonight. We're 4 minutes to 7, but the guys are taking the field and get ready to kick this ball away.
I like it. It's going to take time because we had to do a little flip-flop there, Chinese fire drill to begin the game. Both teams were maybe on what sides they shouldn't be on.
Yeah, this is where, I watched film a couple of games for Providence this year. They'll kick the ball deep. They'll kick it short. They'll squib it. Just got to be ready. Knights have got to be ready for whatever they throw at them.
And, they're waiting to see what the north side is and how they're lined up before they make that call.
That's right. Three men deep for the Knights standing back at the 5-yard line, so they're expecting the deep kick here. And here we go. The kickoff from Providence. And it's a high, short kick. Can be fielded at the 30. He comes up near side. He's at the 35, and he gets down at the 40. So a good little run back there for the Knights start the game.
Hey, that's great starting field position. That should get the Knights going on in their offense. It's going to be easier to begin a rhythm from the 40 than it would be from the 20. Even a great start on the first little squib kick of the night for the Knights.
So I'd like to see the Knights establish a good drive here, get points on the board to start this game. That would be set the tone for sure. They come out in a pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to each side. Harrison Hicks in at quarterback. Now man in motion, it's Watkins. And now we got flags down, and it looks like we're going to be backed up 5 yards.
I'm not sure what was going on. No, Providence was lined up offside to begin with and then jumped back off down here close to us, Matt. But
not the way you want to start the game.
No, that's an inauspicious beginning there.
That is for sure. So we'll try it again. 2 wide receivers to each side, the pistol formation, Harrison Hicks. Braden Clements in the running back spot behind him. Watkins in motion. Long wait. Here's the snap. Give us the Clements up the middle. He's trying to find some room, and he gets maybe about 2 yards before he's brought down.
Well, that's going to get the blood flowing there. That's about all that play accomplished. When you're looking at 1st and 15, you get a gain of 2. You certainly want to get a bigger chunk on that than first down.
So 2nd down and 13 for the Knights.
Looks like a long 13 there, Matt. I don't know if they gave him maybe just giving him 1 yard on that last play.
May have.
But as far as wind goes tonight, and Blake may speak to that when we go to him later on, there's really no wind that's going to affect the passing game.
Not right now, anyway. Pistol formation again. Here's the snap. Back to passes Hicks. He's looking, throws. And he's been held at the line of scrimmage, and he couldn't make that catch. I'm surprised they didn't call that.
That was
at least holding.
That was it was easy for me to see, but and I've got some pretty sporty readers on, but I still saw that.
So 3rd down and long for the Knights.
Matt, do you have a goal of getting the first down here? Certainly, but your position, you're playing the long game. You want to get as much yardage as you can, get a good kick, and win the field position on the first series of downs.
For sure. Got a one-on-one matchup here on the near side of the field. Back to pass. He's going to look that way. He's under pressure. He's rolling to the near side. Now he's going to throw over the middle, and it's intercepted at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, Christian Sutton there stepped up from his coverage, 5'9" junior to 126 pounds for the Eagles. He watched the eyes of the quarterback the entire time. The Providence sent that safety blitz, and you would think we had a hot read, but he spun out trying to get out of the pocket. That caused him to scramble. He was open for a moment, but the defensive back did a good job just reading the eyes. Now, let's see if we can stop this run.
So Craig Pittman, the quarterback for the Providence Christian Eagles, come out with 3 wide receivers to the far side.
Something we're unaccustomed seeing from the Eagles.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of wide receivers, but got a man in motion near side, and it's going to be a keeper up the middle. It's Pittman. He gets hit, dropped maybe about a yard before he's dropped.
Yeah, good read that time by the Knights defense. That linebacker came in hard that time. That would have been number 28, Coleman Fulbright, a junior, came in. And just like we talked about pregame, go downhill from the linebacker position to make that play.
Second down and 9 for the Eagles at the Northside 48-yard line. We're opening minutes of the first quarter. Eagles looking over at the sideline, trying to get a play call in. They line up with a wide receiver to the near side in a trips formation that's right where you would look for a tight end. Man in motion, and he's going to run it to the far side. It's Pittman. He's trying to get around the corner, makes a move. He's now brought down out of bounds hard at the 46-yard line, and he's going to be about 3rd and 7.
Was that Gunnar Jacobson on that tackle, Matt? I couldn't quite see the number from the Knights jersey.
Could not see it either.
But it looked like the cornerback came up to support the run.
So third and long, this is what Northside will want to do with Providence to try to force them to throw the ball, which they're not comfortable with doing.
Absolutely. Jaden Watkins on that last tackle, Matt, made that play from a strong safety position.
No running backs in the backfield this time. The empty set, shotgun formation. 5 wide receivers. Now man in motion to the near side. Snap. Quickly throws to the near sideline. He's got his man caught. He's at the 45. He's hit and dropped. And looks like the ball came loose, but I don't think they're going to call it. I think they're going to call it down. He's going to be short of the first down by 2 yards.
I think Stickler was down. That's their playmaker. And he made a little nifty move, but Northside pursued really well that time, Matt, and made the play. I wouldn't be surprised if Providence goes for it here.
Yeah, it's 4th and about 3. They need the 39-yard line. And they brought in a bunch of new players in here, and one wasn't supposed to come out. So I saw this formation where they got 3 running backs lined up right behind, and this is going to be a run for sure up the middle. It's up the middle, and he falls forward, and he's going to be short.
Yeah, he didn't get it. He did not get it. I think they had the push from the running backs, but the quarterback gave up on the run, Matt.
So good defense for the Knights.
Excellent defense. They got blown off the line, but the linebackers came in strong. Quite honestly, the quarterback kind of gave up on the play.
So let's see if the Knights can do something here a little bit better than the last drive. And we talked about turnovers at the beginning of the game, and Northside's already thrown one. Turns out that didn't turn into points.
Yeah, it's not too far from where the ball was received, and if you have to say who's winning the field position, well, gosh, I would have to say it's Northside right now, but just by a little bit.
Ball spotted at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Looks like Hicks is under center this time. And give it to Clements. He slips a tackle up the middle, falls forward. It's across the 40, up to about the 42-yard line.
Boy, I thought something was working out there. Maybe a play action or setting up for later in the game, coming under center like that, Matt. It could really, really do some benefits because they're playing man-on-man coverage. You do the play action off the right side tackle, kind of roll back out, and you've got a man open in the flat. Could really be successful with the Knights later on.
2nd down and 8 for the Knights. Taking their time in this huddle.
They are. It's 10 seconds on the play clock.
They're going to have to hurry. They break the huddle. And looks like we're going to call a timeout. Well, we're going to take a timeout with them. It's 8:05 to go first quarter. No score here between Northside and Providence. You're listening to the Joy FM.
Northside Football is thankful for support from Hangar 38. Located at 3120 Ross Clark Circle in Dothan, I'm Jesse, senior linebacker at Northside Football. And Hangar 38 can host birthday parties or even team building events. Phone 334-699-6350.
Northside has been named the best private school in the Wiregrass for the last 2 years in a row. I'm Edie Ezel, class of 2025. To learn more about Northside and if it's a fit for your student, check out nmacademy.net.
The Joy FM is honored to help celebrate 10 years of football with Northside Methodist Academy. Thank you to those pioneers that paved the way for future generations to shine the light for Jesus Christ on and off the field. Congratulations from all of us at the Joy FM.
I'm Logan Hathcock, Northside class of 2018, and this is Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. Go Knights, go!
2nd down and 8. Knights come to the line of scrimmage. They're in on I formation this time. Hicks is under center, 2 wide receivers to the near side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle to Clements. He slips the tackle, moves forward. He may have got a yard. I think that's about it.
Tyler Sharp there for the Eagles to make the tackle after number 54. The Eagles blew the gap and then ran right by the our running back. I don't know what. Maybe the staff is seeing something that they feel like they can run the ball between the tackles on the Eagles or trying to set up something for later on. But it's interesting that we've seen them come out under the center in the I and just in the single back set.
3rd down and 7. Knights break the huddle. They're in the I formation again. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Hicks gives the ball to Clemens, coming around the near side, trying to get the outside, and he gets hit and popped out of bounds hard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, that play really didn't have much working on. Ryland Banner coming up for the Eagles in support of that tackle, and really the right side of the Eagles' defensive line.
So expect the Knights here to punt. Can't imagine we'd go for it on 4th and 7.
It looks like they are, though, Matt.
It does, doesn't it? Providence isn't buying it. They've got a man back deep here to receive the punt.
So we're back.
Yeah, we're back to a pistol formation.
A little confusion
and
here.
It's gonna force Providence to take a timeout. And maybe that's all they were trying to do.
Could be to even up the timeouts. If that's what they want to do, congratulations.
Yeah, I mean, 7 minutes to go in the first quarter, and you've evened the timeout between each other.
It could be that kind of game as far as like now the field position is evened out and the timeouts are evened out. And if the Knights can break midfield here, then okay, it's we're moving downhill.
Well, last year this game was a defensive game. It was 17-14, I believe, was the final score. And so, 10-0 at half. So, I mean, it could be the same kind of a game tonight, which that's okay. I like that, too.
Yeah, because it really puts the emphasis on what you mentioned in pregame, turnover special teams. In tight games, that's what's going to make the difference in a tight game.
That's right.
Especially, we've seen Providence, Northside do well this year with the kicking game. It looks like they're lined up to punt now.
Now they're ready to punt, and Providence isn't ready for it. So we'll see what Providence may just let this ball go.
I don't think they have a choice.
No, they're trying to decide. Now here's the snap. Good high kick. Goes to the far sideline. It's going to take a Providence bounce, and it's going to go all the way back to the 41-yard line of Providence.
Not the result you'd want from a punt when no one was deep.
Yeah, exactly. So Providence will take over at their own 43-yard line. No score here. 7:06 to go, first quarter.
Yeah, that's just a missed opportunity. You could have pinned Providence back there with a bounce. You could have easily gotten off a 50, 60-year-old punt. Just a dual rugby style, end over end, with nobody back.
So Providence comes to the line with wide receiver to the far side, wide receiver to the near side. Here's the snap and double handoff up the middle. Number 23, he gets brought down near the 47-yard line.
That's what we're accustomed to seeing from this Eagles offense is a lot of misdirection, a lot of smoke and mirrors, and see if they can find something on leverage. Stay disciplined for the Knights and just stay in your gap and make the linebackers come in and make the play.
2nd down and about 5, maybe 6. 2 wide receivers to the near side this time. Shotgun for Pittman. Here's the snap. And he's keeper. He's running it now. He throws it to the near sideline. He's got number 20. And he slips the tackle across the 50 to the 45 and finally brought down, but he's got a first down.
Chapel Stickler, one of their playmakers on the year, did make a couple of nice plays there. Listen, Northside had it defended well. Just didn't lock up on the tackles.
So first down for Providence. Two wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation again. Here's the snap. Maybe. Here it is. Give up the middle. And he gets hit, and he's not going to get much. Maybe a yard up to about the 41-yard line.
Great play that time. Jordan Sanford, linebacker for the Knights, stayed in his zone, read the play, shucked off the block, and kept him for no gain.
Actually, yeah, they're No gain on that play. Thought he got at least a yard on that.
He started out deep, and hey, our linemen did what I'm sure they've been coached to do this week, is eat up the line of scrimmage, let the linebackers come and make the play going downhill.
Shotgun formation again. 2nd down and 10. Give up the middle again. He makes a move to the outside, puts his head down. He's dropped at the 40 or the 36-yard line, gain of about 4.
Yeah, Jaden Watkins making that tackle that time on Kaiser Sims. Kaiser looks like he was head of steam, but a good heads-up open field tackle kept that play from probably getting a first down.
It's actually a 6-yard gain, so 3rd down and 4 for the Eagles. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Haven't seen them. That guy looks like he's barefoot, that Northside defender.
It does.
Give around the outside is number 20. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet, and he's going to be finally brought down inside the 20-yard line. And there's a flag down.
That's going to be a hold on the Eagles, pinning that corner. Northside defender threw his arms up. You know, what am I supposed to do when I've been held?
But, yeah, I gotta know, because it looks like he's not wearing any shoes, that Northside defender. You see what I'm talking about, Chuck?
I think at most he has on ballet shoes.
Yeah, that's strange. So that penalty is a big break for the Knights that backs them up 10 yards.
I don't know. Maybe Mr. Potter can tell us what's going on down there. Just, you know, he can produce an answer for that. And
maybe so.
Because I've yet to see Blake again.
Oh, wait, here they come. I mean, he's just different color shoes. But you're right. It doesn't look like – they look like hey dudes.
He could have an NIL deal, and we don't know about it.
We may do it. 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles. They're looking at the sideline trying to get a play.
Plenty of time on the play clock.
Yeah, it's not even running.
Yeah, that's why I said plenty of time.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Here's the snap. Back to pass. It's Pittman looking. Now he throws deep down the far sideline. Incomplete. Providence wanted a flag, but not a catchable pass, so that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that's what saved the flag there, because he did grab the shoulder pads and kind of pull him back to him, but it was well overthrown. A good defense there, and 4th and 11. Let's see if Providence decides to kick it. Looks like they may be.
Looks like that's what they're going to do, play the field position game. But one guy that looked like he was getting ready to.
Yeah,
the punter was.
I thought that was going to be
going back deep for himself.
A heck of a snap to get that thing back there to him.
Looks like Jaden Watkins standing on his own 5-yard line. There's a snap. And a good high kick down the middle of the field. It's going to take a Providence bounce, and it's going to be down after it takes a Northside bounce at the 5-yard line. So a long ways to go for the Knights.
Yeah, indeed. It's tall over. Now got another flag on the field, Matt. Not sure what that's going to be. Unless it's going to be holding against the Knights.
Holding or a block. Illegal block, maybe. So can't go back much further.
No. Maybe about 2.5 yards.
Looks like holding on the Knights. So instead of at the 5-yard line, looks like it'll be at the, like you said, the 2.5. So the Knights start this drive in not good field position, as we talked about their field position earlier.
Yeah, that's that field was flipped in a hurry. A good kick, and you hate to say a big play in the beginning of the game, but as far as when the Knights had an opportunity to punt it, and gosh, just end over end punt, an ugly punt.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work out for the men in green or black.
Let's see if the Knights can get something going on offense. They have not got a first down yet. They need one here for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
They come out this time again in a shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Pitches to Clemens. Going around the outside, and I don't know if he got out of the end zone, Chuck. Barely.
He barely got out, got to the 1. That's a hard ask to throw it to a pitch that deep in the end zone when you really haven't been winning the line of scrimmage. Right now, you're just going to have to try to break something in the middle and get about 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, the ball spotted inside the 1-yard line, so no room for error here.
Still in the pistol, though, Matt.
Pistol formation. Clements behind Hicks. Here's a snap, back to pass. Throws deep down the far sidelines, looking for his man. He's got it! He's at the 30! He's going to be brought down to 40. First down, Northside.
Great play call. One-on-one coverage. Beat the man right off the block. Great play by the Knights then. Hicks threw a dime out there, Matt. And really, Whaley for the Eagles had decent coverage, but perfectly thrown the ball.
Perfectly thrown. Jaden Watkins with the reception. The ball's now instead of the one inside the one at the 40. We like that 40-yard line tonight, Chuck.
Yeah, huge play. We're chewing up the middle of the field. Let's see if the Knights can't just get on the other side of the 50 for one time. Let's go.
Shotgun or the pistol formation again. Watkins again, one-on-one down here on the near side of the field. Here's the give up to Clements, trying to go down the outside, and he's dropped for a loss.
Yeah, Clements just didn't have anywhere to go. Providence read that. It looked like David McClurkin came in from his linebacker position and really made a play. Kid's 5'7" and 140-something, but he came through like a lightning bolt and made that play against the Knights. Yeah, I'm with you, Matt. We have Watkins one-on-one. Let's leverage that.
Second down and 12. Watkins going to be one-on-one down there on the far sideline this time. Pistol formation again. Here's the snap. And it's going to be a shovel pass up the middle. Dives forward, got maybe 2 yards. Oh, wow, that's a flag.
That's got to be a flag. That was easy to spot. Really.
Yeah. Got an elbow backside in the helmet after the play. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty for sure for the Knights, and that's going to give him a first down.
Yeah, that young man is the coach pulled him out, immediately, and he's not even trying to stay close to a coach.
No, I wouldn't think so either. That's probably the question is going to be,
does he stay in the game?
Does he stay in the game for that?
We'll have to see. There was no doubt that was after the play was over, and it was a blatant.
Yeah, and everybody saw it.
Blatant foul.
Everybody saw it. So here's the call from the ref. In fact, multiple flags were on the field for the same thing, so multiple guys saw it.
No sign of ejection, but it was a personal foul against the Eagles.
So the ball will be placed into Providence territory at the 46-yard line. So the Knights have got an opportunity here, got a big long pass play to get out of their own end zone, got a penalty here, so let's see if they can keep marching down the field.
Yeah, that's what we've been waiting on there, Matt. Let's get across midfield and see what we can make happen.
4 wide receivers, 2 to each side this time. Pistol formation. Here's the snap, back to pass is Hicks. Looking, has time, still looking. Now he's going to be under pressure. He's going to be brought down and sacked. Held the ball way too long that time.
Yeah, it really, Providence dialed up the right defense. They had multiple defensive backs covering any pass route that the Knights wanted to run that time. It was a perfect storm against the Knights to try to get a successful play.
So that's going to bring up second down and 25 about.
Yeah, it looked like Mason Colley was the man who.
Guess what yard line we're back on?
It's the 40.
40-yard line. I don't know what it is about that 40-yard line. We can't get away from it.
It's a little spooky tonight for sure.
It's like a tractor beam in Star Wars.
Well, I guess that's one thing you could say.
All right. Now we got a timeout. Looks like Northside's going to take a timeout.
Yeah, the play they had called, I think, was against that. They almost had a dime package for the Eagles.
So while they take a timeout, we'll take a quick one also. 48 seconds to go first quarter. No score. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
Hello, I'm Kaylin Dorsey, Northside class of 2024. Northside football is thankful for Alan Rogers and the Joint Chiropractic Clinic for their generous support. Open evenings and weekends to fit many schedules. Phone number 334-577-4722.
I am Mara Stuckey, a senior at Northside. The Northside Spirit Store is your place to get all that awesome looking gear, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. You will look your best for every game this year. Check out all the gear online at NMAKnights.com. Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics, specializing in tires and auto repair. I'm Autumn Dressler, a senior cross-country and track and field athlete at Northside. Thank you to Scott Stevens Tire and Service for their generous support. Phone number 334-794-6969.
We are the Northside Knights varsity cheerleaders, and you are listening to the Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. Go Knights, go!
Second down play, and Hicks is sacked again back at the 30-yard line.
And again, it was David McClurkin coming from that linebacker position. Really untouched on the blitz there, Matt.
So brings up 3rd and long, and, man, just when you have things going your direction, you go the wrong way.
Again, Providence is dialing up that dime package.
Back to pass is Hicks. Throws, has his man Clemens, and he's going to be hit and dropped quickly at the 25-yard line. So 4th down, and they lost more yards on that play. I'm not sure they can kick to the 1st down on this one.
If they do, it's a great kick. Roman Banner for the Eagles on that tackle. Again, another linebacker making a play. When you're rushing 3 men and playing that package, it's hard to get some positive yardage.
So that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and the Knights and the Eagles are all tied up here at 0-0. We've got a special guest joining Blake down on the field. The flag football coach for the Lady Knights is here with us. Blake, what you got for us down there?
Yes, sir. I'm down here with Coach Robbie Morris, and I have a few questions for him. So, Coach, the Lady Knights have started their flag football season. How's the season going so far?
It's going pretty good so far. We've had 4 games. We're 2-2. We played 2 games at Russell County against Russell County and Valley. We split those, and then we came home, played Emmanuel, and we beat Emmanuel and lost to Dothan High the other night.
Okay, and as you go through the season, what do you focus on improving on the flag football team?
Definitely improving as far as offensive goes. We got a lot of turnovers that we need to correct, and also just being at the right place where the ball is.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, we appreciate Robbie Morris for joining us quickly, and we'll talk more about flag football here in just a few minutes. Knights have a 4th down here to start the second quarter. No score, and they're going to punt this ball away for sure. Here's the snap. Good snap. Good high kick. Looks like it's going to be returnable. Picked up at the 40, coming around the near side. He's across the 45, and he gets across the 50. Drop down right there.
Hey, great pursuit that time by the Knights. Looks like number 55 for the men in green made that tackle, and I don't see a 55.
So the Lady Knights flag football team, they, like Coach Moore said, played 4 games so far. They're 2-2 on the season. So really neat to see them. My daughter is playing out there with them, and it's been fun to watch them. It's very different than watching it here tonight because it's 7-on-7, and there's no tackling unless you fall down, but it's a lot of fun to watch. So I hope the Knights Nation will support the Lady Knights flag football team. First down for the Providence Eagles. Here's the snap, give up the middle, and he slips across the tackle, across the 45 up to about the 42-yard line.
Yeah, nothing fancy there. Grant Baker for the Eagles just going right off the right tackle. The blocking wasn't extraordinary. He just made some missed tackles, and the Knights didn't really lock up on him. But it looks like 2nd and 5 now. It's important that we hold them right here, Matt.
2nd down and 5. 2 wide receivers to the near side for the Eagles. Yeah, trips formation to the far side. Now man in motion. And the give is to that man in motion, number 11, trying to get around the outside. He gets hit and dropped at the 40-yard line. They're going to give him the 39.
Yeah, when you see those trips, now they'll probably do it this time that I say it, but it's not really a set that if you see a lot of passes coming out for Providence. That trip set is there for blocking, and it's just like the student body ride, an old sweep there. No. Be my luck they try to throw the ball out of that set the next time they line up. But 3rd and short here, I'd be really surprised if they put it in the air.
That wouldn't be normal for them.
No.
So 3rd down and 2. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation, Pittman with the snap. And the give up the middle, and he gets hit. I don't know if he got it. He's going to be short, I think, a yard.
I think maybe less than a yard, about a yard he's going to be short.
Give it to the Knights. They're making them earn every yard tonight.
They really are. Well defended that time. The linebackers came in really, like we've been talking about the whole game, Matt. They have to run downhill, let the big ones up front eat it up. Then you may have to make that play and lock up the first time.
So 4th down and 1. Looks like they're going for it here. I think watch for Pittman to keep a quarterback draw here. Here's the snap. And he got it this time. Now he throws it, has his man incomplete, and that'll go over on downs. Knights ball.
Wow, just a really unusual call. 4th and 1 for a team that's been running the ball, fairly successful, at least getting a yard or two. Tried a little trickeration and just didn't execute, but hey, we'll take it.
9:49 to go first half. No score.
Hey, if we can get some positive yardage this time, I think it's worth celebrating right here, Matt. That was 4th and 46.
Yeah.
Last time that we had the ball.
Yeah, it was. So we need positive yards here. We got a really long pass play. That's worked out well. And we tried to throw it, but we haven't had time to find man open. And the other time. So here we go. 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Pistol formation. Give up the middle, Clements. He's got some room to the 40. He slips a tackle to the 45. He's got first down at the 50 and brought down there at midfield.
Excellent running by Clements. Hey, real patient, Matt. You notice that. He didn't outrun his blocks, but when he ran, he put it in another gear. Great looking run that time off the left side for the Knights.
So the ball right on the 50-yard line.
Hey, give left guard and left tackle credit that time for the Knights. Just an excellent job of blocking downfield and making a push. Probably one of the better plays we've seen for the Knights tonight, if not the best play.
2 wide receivers to each side again, pistol formation. Hicks with the snap, back to pass, throws over the middle, incomplete. Just a little bit too high for Jaden Watkins.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Matt. Colson Love made the play. I don't know if they're doing this whole game. It looks like Providence is going to say, hey, beat us on the ground, because they're back in that dime defense now, and they're allowing the Eagles to throw the ball. I mean, the Knights to throw the ball, and it looks like they're just saying, if you can beat us on the run, do it.
They come out with an interesting formation here. There are 3 wide receivers to each side. There are only 3 linemen. Here's the snap. It's going to be an option play. Now he's under pressure. Going around the other side is Hicks. He's got nothing. I don't know what that play was.
Well, I like the design of it because you're spreading the people out, and it's going to be a run the whole way. You're taking the defensive backs and the linebackers almost out of the play because they have to defend the pass. But that play is not designed for a scramble. You've got to hit the hole and hit it quick, where it's going to be an option or a quarterback keeper.
3rd down and 11. Chuck, I think we may need to open the other side of the field in the stands tonight because we're getting surrounded.
We really are. And, I can go ahead and tell the city to save money on these yellow ropes because
they ain't working, are they?
No.
All right, same formation, 3 linemen. Now a man in motion. Back to pass, looking is Hicks. Throws over the middle, has his man. It's Watkins. First down, Knights.
Great catch by Watkins that time. Was it Watkins?
Caleb Watkins.
Caleb Watkins.
The other Watkins.
Yeah. I'm going to call him the Hoodie Watkins because he got a little white hoodie on the back of his jersey. But great design there, patience, great protection in the pocket by the offensive linemen, all 3 of them. Well done.
So the Knights ball spot at the Providence 37. They come out with that same formation. I wish we could take a picture of it. There's 3 linemen. That's it. And there are 3 receivers to each side. Here's the snap, quick throw to the far side. He's got his man. He's to the 35. He gets tripped up, pushed out of bounds. Not sure where they're going to mark it, but he got about 5-6 yards there.
I love the little wrinkle Coach Gainey's doing. He saw Providence was in that dime defense, and we were not getting no success in throwing the ball. So, hey, let's just run these 3 trips on each side.
Well, if you're Providence, how you defend that? I mean, it's really weird.
Hey, I don't know if we have a name, but let's call it triple trip.
Yeah.
3 linemen, 3 receivers on each side.
It is an interesting formation. They break out of that this time. We've got 1 wide receiver to the near side, 2 to the far side, pistol formation. More of a traditional lineup. Here's the give up to Clemens. He's got some room. He's got the first down to the 25, down to the 24-yard line.
Hey, definitely you can feel it, Matt. There was some rhythm on the offensive play calling. Success breeds success.
7:12 to go, first half, no score, but the Knights are driving. Hope you'll stick with us at halftime. Be joined by the principal of Northside, Andrea Johnson, and just because I'm related to her doesn't mean I'm going to be easy on her with questions. So don't go anywhere.
That could be very entertaining.
We'll hope so. First and 10 for the Knights. 2 wide receivers to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. Pistol formation. Back to pass is Watkins. He's looking, has some time. Now he's running, and he's tripped up. Now he throws over the middle, has a man. Watkins has got it. First down, Knights, but we got flags down near the 10-yard line.
That's going to be an intriguing call. That could be defensive holding, I would think.
Could be. It's first down at the 11.
Yeah.
It's an illegal man downfield.
Wow.
Haven't seen that in a while.
No, you haven't. And especially being called by the side judge. You would think that judges in the middle would make that call.
So instead of a 1st and 10 at the 11, it's going to be 1st and 15 at the 30.
Wow, what a huge play.
But they do have a rhythm. They're moving the ball, so let's see what they can do here.
Yeah, that
still first down though.
I'm sorry, Matt. That was the right call by the right man. That was the line judge, not the back judge that made that call. So I can see where that could have happened easily.
Knights come to line, 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Pistol formation. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Hicks looking. Now he runs up. He's got some room. He's to the 30. Makes slide slip. He gets across the 25 and up to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, you thought he was going to get a lot more. Kaiser Sims caught up with him from behind, made the tackle after he juked one. But, positive yardage, 2nd and 9 for the Knights, and certainly some success running between the tackles. Maybe we can get that going. I wouldn't mind seeing him go that triple trip.
Yeah. Definitely a different wrinkle. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Caleb Watkins one-on-one coverage down here on the near sideline. Pistol formation. Hicks back to pass. Looking, throws. He's looking for Watkins near the corner of the end zone. Has it! Touchdown, Northside!
What a great pass, Matt. Just threw a dime. Watkins beat Chapel Strickler on that. Awesome play.
Great play, great execution. Perfectly thrown ball by Harrison Hicks. And it's 6-0 with the extra point to come.
Hey, really, Matt, that Northside controlled that drive. It wasn't a penalty that gave it to them. It wasn't a fluke play. It was rhythm. It was making the plays up the middle, making successful reads. What a great drive for the Knights. Get their first score.
Fitz Carter on for the extra point attempt here. Here's the snap. Kick is up. Kick is through. 5:40 to go in the first half. Northside leads Providence 7-0. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
The Joy FM is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
I'm Michaela Buchanan, Northside Junior, and Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller with Country Financial for the generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services in the Wiregrass area. Phone 334-828-8280.
This is Magnus Eck, Senior Band Member at Northside, and you're listening to Northside Knights Football on Joy FM. Go Knights, go.
Welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium. 5:40 to go first half. Knights lead Providence 7-0. Fitz Carter has the ball teed up, ready to kick it away. And here's the kickoff. Good, high, deep kick. Going to be fielded at about the 10-yard line. He's at the 15, the 20, up the middle. He's got the 30. He's got some room. He's got some blockers to the 45. And he's got one man to beat it. He's got the 40. And he's going to be finally brought out of bounds at the 30-yard line of Northside. Wow.
Matt, you could almost see that coming. When Stickler caught the ball, he was the one that just got beat for the touchdown with the Knights. He took that ball right up the middle and was not going to be denied after a return. Knights defense got to come up big here to keep this game from getting tied here with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, the didn't mention that in the pregame show, but that was one of the things I noticed Providence does very well at is kickoff returns, punt returns. They do a very good job of blocking.
Yeah, they did right up the middle. They had a wedge.
They did a good job that time. So Eagles come out, shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Man, the pass to the near side has his man. It's caught, and he's going to be brought down finally at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, that time it was Pittman. It looks like he's throwing it a little sidearm, doesn't it, Matt?
It does, yeah.
But it worked to Ryland Banner then for a gain of, 6 for the Eagles. The Knights need to really suck it up and see if they can't stop this.
So the Eagles come to the line, looking at the sideline, looking for their play call.
You know, it wasn't poorly defended.
No, it wasn't. Or shotgun formation again. 2 wide receivers to the right for the Eagles. Here's the snap. Man in motion to the near side this time. He's going to run it to the far side as Pittman. He's trying to get around the corner. Now he's got to stop, stutter steps, push forward. He's going to get the first down, though. But he's down at about the 16-yard line.
A long run for a gain of 4 yards, but it spread the Eagle defense out, and we just didn't have the pursuit to contain. Still have an opportunity to kind of hold them here and bow the back.
Chuck, not to jinx us here tonight, but this has got to be the fastest moving first half I've seen in a while.
It really is.
I mean, really. I mean, it
hasn't had a lot of clock stopping.
Of course, I know we started a few minutes early, but still.
Yeah. Starting 3 to 4 minutes early does not make this thing like it's flying like it is.
No, that's for sure. Eagles better snap this ball. They're at 5 on the play clock. I think they're going to have to call a timeout.
And they do.
And they do. So the Providence will take a timeout here, 4:09 to go. Knights leading 7-0 here. So, Chuck, you talk about momentum, and the Knights had it. And then just like one play, and it's gone.
God, it's snatched away so quickly in the matter of just a moment or two. But they can regain it here. It's more difficult with an offense like the Eagles has and a short field like we're looking at right now when they get in the red zone. If you can't throw the ball successfully, you're really not going to make the plays inside this. I don't. From what I've seen, Matt, they're just not pushing Northside around on the offensive line to defensive line. So if we can get some linebacker play here and stop the run, it's a good opportunity. We hold them to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, that's for sure. The Knights band sure is in good form tonight, sounding good. Glad to have them out, and it's always fun to see them. They're going to start marching. They're actually starting their practices in the next few weeks. And next year, we're going to have a marching band here at Northside.
Marching Knights band.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Ball at the 16-yard line of Northside. 2 wide receivers to the near side. And a give up the middle. He's got some room. He's going to be, that's a 5, and down at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal, Providence.
Wow, good blocking up there. And Knights just didn't recover running downhill. We got one that's shaken up a little bit here. I hear Matt. That I'm not sure he knows.
Yeah, they ran the play, but we got it down Northside Knight.
Yeah,
that
play should have never been allowed to have been snapped, Matt. He was.
Chuck, why don't you pray for? It looks like Cole Haddock,
right.
number 1. He's favoring that ankle.
Yeah, Father, we pray in Jesus' name that you bring healing to Cole, and God, thank you for those that will be looking after him. And we pray that for all the players out there tonight, Father, you'd keep them safe and from harm. And we pray these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. So 1st and goal for Providence. The ball's at the 5-yard line of Northside. 2 wide receivers to the left. 2 running backs back there on either side of Pittman.
Look for that little delay trap here, Matt. That's what they love to run when this part of the field.
Snap. Give up the middle, coming around the near side. He's got some trying to get the corner. He's going to be pushed, and he's going to be in the end zone, I believe. Now they're going to mark him half a yard short.
If he didn't break the plane, he came within just an eyelash of doing it. That was Ryland Banner, I believe, for the Providence Eagles, making that run. Good stop for the Eagles. I mean, for the Knights there. But he just called it motion timeout.
It looked like he motioned. timeout. Oh, it looks like it was a false start on Providence, so that play didn't even work. I didn't see the flag.
Nor did I.
Where
did they
Oh,
call?
look, it's on the way far sideline.
Okay.
So that's going to, instead of it second and goal at the 1, it's going to be first and goal at the 10.
Wow, that habit is really confused there, didn't Matt? Forgive us.
Yeah. I'm surprised the clock's still running. 3:30 to go. Snap, double handoff here. Up the middle, he slips and falls, and he's going to be down at the 6.
Wow, that I'm going to call that a turf slip.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes we haven't seen more of that. You know, a little bit of rain before the game, not much.
Exactly. And, you know, what Northside is accustomed to playing on this turf, but certainly Providence is not. There's that triple formation.
Snap, give, up the middle. Bounces. He didn't get anything that time. Pushed back. 3rd and goal.
Great play, just by a host of Knights that time. We'll give credit to who? I think Carter. Yeah, Fitz Carter.
Yeah, the kicker.
Came up and made that play.
Good sportsmanship there by the Knights, helping out Providence runner that time. 3rd and goal.
Big 3rd down here for the Knights. Hold them to a field goal attempt.
Looks like they've lined up in 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to pass. He's looking. Throws it in the end zone. Incomplete off his fingertips. I'm surprised. I'm glad he didn't run into the goalpost.
Yeah, I am too, Matt. He got tangled up in that net. But that was a surprise. They threw out that pattern. It was there. That ball had a little bit too much zip on it.
Looks like they're going to bring out the field goal unit here. So Knights, looks like so far have held them to a 3-point attempt anyway. Looks like this is going to be a 21-yard attempt. Pretty short one. They better hurry. There's
late substitution
six on the play clock.
Eagles.
Here's the snap. Bad snap. Kick is up.
That's good.
And it looks like it is through. So with 2:12 to go, first half, Northside leads Providence 7-3. So that was a win for the Knights defense.
It had to be after that kick return, Matt. That was a definite win by the Knights defense and well received by the crowd. They swung the sword on that defensive stand for sure.
Oh, I liked how you did that.
I've been practicing. You're not the only one that's got these sayings, these one-liners.
I don't have any of those.
Yeah, and it's not nightfall at Rip Hughes Stadium either.
Yeah, that's right. A few scores while we get ready for the kickoff here. Enterprise beating Prattville 28-7. You got New Brockton and Pike County all tied at 14 in the second quarter. Central beating Dothan High 20-7 in the first quarter. So let's see what Providence does here. Wouldn't be surprised if they try to do some trickery here on the kickoff.
Yeah, they got their play call. The Knights are lined up just like they were to begin with when they first kicked it.
Here's the kick, little low squibber.
Ooh.
It's going to be muffed. He finally picks it up at the 21. Clements has it. He's trying to get something out of that. He's going to be down at the 27-yard line.
Hey, I'll take it. That ball could have easily gone out of bounds after the initial Knight touched it, but Clements was on it in a hurry, made a positive out of a negative. So with 2 minutes to go here, Matt, I'm curious to see what the Knights do. Conservative and keep the 7-3 lead, or let's try to add on.
I think we'd add on because Providence gets the ball to start the second half. So I would think you want to get some more points here.
You do. You absolutely do, but you want to protect the ball as well.
That's true. You don't want to give them a chance to score again. 2 wide receivers to each side, pistol formation. Give up the middle to Clemens. He's following his blocker. He's across the 30, down to the 33-yard line, gain of about 5.
I tell you, that particular play there, Matt, has been there. It has been worth 3 to 4 yards all night long. When you have those 2 to each side, it's really a sprint handoff. It's almost like a sweep off tackle. It's really worked well for the Knights.
1:39 to go, first half.
I believe the Knights have 2 timeouts remaining, or is it just one?
I think it's one.
One timeout.
3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side, pistol formation. Here's a snap, back to pass. It's Hicks, throws to the near sideline, has his man Watkins.
Ooh.
He's hit immediately and dropped for about a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, Watkins then, he couldn't make anything do that. Reed Ferris, with that hit for the Eagles then, a really heads-up play.
Well, kind of a high pass and had to go up for it and didn't give him a chance to really set his feet. So 3rd and 9, a minute to go. Looks like what we're doing is letting this clock run as much as we can.
I think so, Matt. After no really success on 1st and 2nd down, tried to bleed the clock and hopefully don't let the Eagles touch the ball back and get it.
And it looks like Northside's going to take a timeout here. 47 seconds to go first half. Hope you'll stay with us for halftime. We'll be interviewing and joined by our school principal, Andrea Johnson.
And it promises to be an entertaining halftime interview.
Well, I've got some tough questions for her. I'm not sure she's ready for them. No, she's always a pro. She'll handle it just fine. I have no doubt. Good crowd here tonight.
Excellent crowd.
Really, both schools well represented, but I got to tell you, this Northside fan, I haven't seen it this full here at Rip Hughes ever for Northside. There is a ton of people here. It's great to see. I'm not sure anybody's listening to us on the radio.
You know what?
At least not from Northside.
That's right.
They all came out here before they took off on their fall break trips. Since fall break started at 2:59 today.
Oh, and see, and Providence has been on
fall break
all this week.
Yeah. So,
I think we do have one listener, a young man that serves in the Air Force, a Providence graduate. But Mr. Banner could be listening to us on the World Wide Web as he serves our country.
Very good. Very good. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right, pistol formation. Now man in motion is Clemens to the far side. Empty backfield. Hicks back to pass. Has some time now. He throws over the middle. He's got his man. It's Watkins. He's got a first down. He's still on his feet. He's down at the 40-yard line. Let's see what Knights do here. That should stop the clock just momentarily. But they're going to quickly come to the line here. 3 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Looks like they're going to clock the ball there. So that'll stop the clock with 36 seconds to go.
Great pass and a strong run after the reception by Watkins that time. It looked, Matt, I don't know, of course we don't have replay, but it looked like for a moment after he caught it, he was trying to line up for a possible lateral. After he caught the ball, Northside had a guy running downfield behind him. I don't know what else planned, but it sure did look like that.
So 1st and 10, Northside at their own 40, 36 seconds to go first half. 2 wide receivers to each side. They lead 7-3. Pistol formation, here's the snap. Back to pass is Hicks. Has some time, looking, now he's rolling out. Still looking for time, now he's rolling up to the outside. Pumps, throws, has his man caught at the 47-yard line, about 3 yards short. And they're going to have to hurry to get another play here. 20 seconds to go and counting.
Yeah, I don't know if they can afford to spike it right here. Let's line up and run a play.
Yeah, they're under center. And they're going to spike it. With 11 seconds to go, it brings up 4th and 3.
That might force them. You might get 2 plays out of this, Matt. I don't know, 1 to the sideline. See if we can't get just a few yards. I think a field goal attempt is pretty much out of the question unless they hit a deep run on either side of the field.
Yeah, they'd have to do it really quick, too.
Yeah. With no timeout remaining.
I think the big thing here is at 4th down, the ball is still on your side of the field. You don't want to – I think you throw a deep pass here and hope for the best because you don't want Providence really have any time left.
Exactly.
So 2 wide receivers to each side, 4th and 3. Back to pass is Hicks. Rolling to the near side under pressure. Looking for his man. He throws, and as he's brought down, he throws. And it's incomplete with 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, you just really wanted the first down there. I don't know if Providence tried to do anything, but Kaiser Sims chased him down, pretty much forced that errant pass. But it looked like he was looking for Ben Koski down here on the sidelines and just was unable to connect after that rush from the Eagles.
So Providence is going to have 1 play here as the ball is spotted at the north side 47. They're going to have 2 wide receivers to the right and 2 to the left.
really kind of surprised that the Knights don't have anyone, just a safety, real deep.
No, not really. Back to pass is Pittman. Throws over the middle, has his man. It's caught. Looks like he's going to do a little hook and ladder. Number 5 around the outside. He's got some room to the 30. He's going to be brought down, and that'll be it for the first half. Northside leads Providence. Hadn't said that very much over the years, 7-3. We're going to get Blake down here on the field, see if he can get caught up with Coach Gainey here. Stand by just a minute. Coach Gainey's actually congratulating people in the stands here. He's it's like he's politicking or something, you know.
It could be something we don't know about.
Yeah, but he's coming around there, and maybe Blake didn't see him. We'll give it just a minute here, but a great first half. Great first half for the Knights as they, got the touchdown, and there goes Blake.
Yeah, Blake just blends in with the cheerleaders down there.
He does. All right, Blake's on the field with Coach Gainey. Blake, go ahead.
So, Coach, what are your thoughts on the game right now?
Well, we knew it was going to be a fight. Providence is a tough team, really well coached. Obviously, we got to be a little bit more consistent on offense, but I love the way the defense is playing, lights out. You win the game with defense. I feel confident that offense will get it rolling here after a while.
Yeah, I see y'all are playing really good out there, but what kind of changes are you going to make for the second half?
Well, we got to hold our blocks a little bit. It looks like they're bringing a lot of pressure on the backside, so we got to make sure that we either Harry sees that or we check to the right pass pro, or he's got to beat it with his arm on his check down. But he's a good player. We'll get it corrected, and we'll come out rolling.
All right. Thank you, Coach Gainey.
Thanks, Coach Gainey, for taking the time to talk with us. We're at halftime here. Knights lead 7-3, and interview with Andrea Johnson is coming up right after this. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
This is Andrea Johnson from Northside Methodist Academy in Dothan, where we offer a traditional and Christ-centered education. Northside is proud to celebrate being named the best private Christian school in the Wiregrass for 2 years in a row. We offer great extracurricular programs such as choir and band, as well as clubs and enrichment courses in computer, art, music, and STEAM. For more information, check out our website at nmacademy.net or schedule a tour by calling 334-794-7273. Northside Methodist Academy is a nonprofit business ministry partner with the Joy FM.
The Joy FM is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
Northside Football is thankful for support from Hangar 38, located at 3120 Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. I'm Jesse, senior linebacker at Northside Football, and Hangar 38 can host birthday parties or even team building events. Phone 334-699-6350.
Hello, I'm Kaylin Dorsey, Northside Class of 2024. Northside Football is thankful for Alan Rogers and the Joint Chiropractic Clinic for their generous support. Open evenings and weekends to fit many schedules. Phone number 334-577-4722.
Welcome back. I'm David Bailey, a senior wrestler at Northside, and it's time for the Northside Knights halftime show. Now let's rejoin the Northside Knights broadcast team back at the field.
Welcome back to Rip Hughes Stadium. It's halftime, and I'm now joined by the principal of Northside Methodist Academy, Miss Andrea Johnson. Good evening. How are you tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you here with us tonight. And so just to kind of get started here, I talk about how this new school year is going. Almost 2 months in. Talk about that.
We're off to a great start this year. Today finished the last day of the first quarter in school, and looking back over the past 9 weeks, they have been a good 9 weeks. They really have. Mr. McDuffie, our assistant principal, Mr. Halupka, head of school, and I talk all the time what a great start to school it has been this year.
So you've been with Northside for a little while now. Talk about give the listeners a history of how long you've been there and what all you've done since, because you've done several jobs there at Northside, not just being the principal.
So this is my 13th year at the school. My very first year was in 2011. I was hired to be the part-time librarian. The library was going through a complete rehaul, and the current librarian was stepping out, and so they asked me to come in and just do a part-time thing, meet with a few students, classes throughout the week, and keep the library organized and set up. So I did that my first year and absolutely loved it. I have a passion for literature, and my background is in education. By the second year, they asked me to do the librarian job full-time. Absolutely, I would love to do that. I had just had a baby and was back into the workforce full-time. So for 2 years, I served in the library. By the end of that second year, our principal at the time came to me and said, I want to move you into the classroom. And I was very hesitant at first because being in the library is a wonderful, wonderful position. It is peaceful and quiet, and I'm surrounded by books that I love and the kids. And I didn't have to grade papers or write lesson plans or all the other duties that come with teaching. But he was very persuasive, and I had a heart to be in the classroom. So I said yes. And my third year at Northside, I went into the classroom to teach 6th grade and absolutely loved it. I have a true passion for teaching. I love teaching, and I love that age group. People would say, what do you teach? I'm like, I teach 6th grade, and they would kind of grimace, and I'm like, no, I love it. They're wonderful. It's such a great age. And I taught in 6th grade for 8 years, and at the end of my 8th year, our elementary principal at the time, Mr. Martin, was retiring. And so I began to have conversations with Pastor Bill about maybe fulfilling that spot. And he took a chance and let me take that position. And so I served as elementary principal for 1 year and love those ladies down there, love that department. Had a great year. And then getting ready for my second year in elementary, Mrs. Gilbert, our high school principal, resigned. And they had conversations with me, would I step in and just principal K through 12th grade. We would have an assistant principal in place. We would change the way the structure looks. And I had to pray about it quite a bit, but I just, as sure as I know anything, heard God say, you can do this, go do this. So I stepped in my 12th year to principal K through 12, and it was hard and it was rough. So much change and so much up and down and battles. And I kept thinking, God, are you sure you told me to do this? But I know, I just kept holding on to the fact I know he told me to do this. And so I have loved it. It's been the hardest job I've ever had before, for sure. But I've started my 13th year with Northside. I can't imagine doing anything different or being anywhere different. But I am here for the long haul and for the ride, and I will serve at Northside in whatever capacity he wants me to.
So Northside did something new this year. They started a middle school, or officially called it a middle school. Talk about what that means and what that looks like.
So as a 6th grade teacher, you know, one of the things that I learned doing that for so many years was a 6th grade student really struggles in being in the same class all day. At that age, 12 years old, 11, 12 years old, they are really beginning to get to a maturity in the mind where they need movement and they need change frequently. And so I really thought, man, I wish Northside had like a junior high or a middle school environment. Northside had always had K3 through 6th grade was considered elementary, and 7th grade through 12th grade was considered high school. And in all honesty, a 7th, 8th grader is not a high school student. It's not their emotionally, it's not their maturity-wise. It's really hard to ask a 7th and 8th grader to act and respond and learn like a high schooler. And so I've just kind of always envisioned Northside having a middle school. And when I was in the classroom as a 6th grade teacher, it was just never feasible structure-wise and stuff. So I have, in the midst of my first year as principal of the whole school, and we're having a meeting and we're talking about the congestion on campus and the number of students on campus and the classrooms and, facilities and all that. And I just had this light bulb go off, and this vision that I'd had years before came back to me. And I just kind of stopped and I said, I have an idea. And I said, why don't we create a middle school here on campus, section them off and give them their own middle school experience? And so I was given the green light and started planning things and mapping things out and sharing my vision and heart with the campus, with the teachers. And God just began to move. And, we were able to secure a building with classrooms just for 7th and 8th grade that had its own locker hallway, had its own bathroom facilities. They already lunch in chapel with their own age group. So this just added a dynamic where they would have their own family and their own team, so to speak. I had teachers come to me and say, I want to be a part and teach middle school. I had teachers come from the elementary world to move up, and I had teachers in the upper high school choose to move into middle, and they've kind of created their own team. The teachers in middle school are absolutely phenomenal and work so well together. And it's just, in my opinion, it's been a real success. It's been an absolute game changer at school. We have less congestion in 9th through 12. They have their own buildings and their own facilities, and it truly feels like a high school. And you have 7th and 8th in the middle of the campus, and they tend to travel in their own groups. And of course, we still have elementary in K through 6th grade. But I think it's been a wonderful transition. I think it's going to benefit Northside for years to come.
So let's dig in a little bit deeper now. Some of these next questions, I'm going to really try to stump you now. All right, so
okay.
What is something that you are working on right now many parents might not know about?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Well, I am a visionary, and I'm always a forward thinker, so I can have a million ideas, and maybe one will actually move forward. But I'm always thinking, where can we improve? Where do we need to raise the bar? This year, one of my main focuses is for accreditation. We are up for accreditation this spring by AISA, and as I have begun to pull records and pull data, to make sure that we are still maintaining and exceeding the standards set before us, I've just been so in awe and amazed at all that Northside has grown in just the 5 years since our last accreditation. When I say grow, not just numbers of students and families that we serve, but our academics, our curriculum, our programs, what we have to offer, our facilities. It's just amazing to see what God has done. And so I know that God has planned for us in the next 5 years. And there are just so many things that I think Northside could be a part of. And one of those that we're really trying to tackle this year is how do we make a larger footprint in our community, in the Wiregrass as a whole. How do we reach beyond the walls of Northside and touch the lives of those that are not part of the Northside family, so to speak? And I know that's God-driven because I had a student come to me a couple of weeks ago, and she said, she's 12, 13 years old, she's in 8th grade, and she said, Ms. Johnson, and she said, I have a real heart for the homeless here in Dothan. And she did her own research and said, do you know that there's 800 homeless people in Dothan? And she said, I want to do something. And she said, I want to do it through Northside. And she said, I don't just want to bring food or clothing or blankets in for Northside people. She goes, I want all of the Wiregrass to be able to bring items in here to Northside so we can collect, be a collection station for the whole community. And I just sat there in awe of this young lady and her heart for doing this. And I looked at her and I said, absolutely. And I said, let me get us in touch with where we need to begin to do this. And so watch for it, families. You're going to start seeing some information come out about us being a collection center for the Wiregrass to help the homeless as we begin to do that. We've reached out to other organizations, and we have a person in place that does that for us. But being able to reach out to our community beyond the walls of Northside is probably one of the bigger visions we're tackling this year, is how we can serve not just our Northside families and students, but also serve the Wiregrass.
So, maybe not necessarily you as a principal, maybe as a school as a whole, what challenges maybe you're facing or maybe the school's facing that you guys are, tackling right now?
Northside was established in 1975, so we're coming up to close to 50 years, and we've done some great things to improve our campus. We broadened and widened sidewalks, added some new railing, fixed some erosion problems that we were having. But there's so many more things we want to do. Structure facilities sometimes can be challenging, but we're chipping away at it. We put in a brand new concession stand down in the gym, new flooring, doubled the size of it, updated our bathrooms, but there's always projects and stuff we want to do. And we've had great partnership with the community. We've had great partnership with our Northside families to come in and help. We're starting a new parent-teacher organization this year. It was something Northside did years ago because we want family involvement. We want community involvement. And so some of the challenges we face, we believe we have plans in place for to get connected with those that can give us assistance and give us guidance.
So, you almost 2 months in to the school year now, and what's something that you have seen in this school year that maybe you were surprised with, like something that you weren't expecting, but God was working?
I can't say if it was a surprise, but, coming in this year, things just felt different. From the first day of teacher in service, there was just an amazing and beautiful peace over the campus. And it wasn't just felt by me. Multiple teachers and staff were saying, it just feels so peaceful, that everything just feels just like weight and burdens had been lifted off the school. And that's a very beautiful feeling, especially when you've gone through a year of change and stuff like that, to just feel that peace. But what I began to notice was when students returned to campus, so many of them had an amazing God and Christ connection over the summer. And they were so on fire for Jesus when they came onto campus. And that is exciting for me, because that is something that we want to harness into, to be a part of and an extension of your home and of the church, and keep that fire lit and going. And so to see students have a hunger for the Word of God and have a hunger to spread the gospel on campus, it began to grow. So we had students come to us and say, we want to start a morning prayer group. And we were like, by all means, yes. A student-led prayer group, let's do it. Find you a facility, find you a room. Another student, hey, we want to have a lunchroom devotional that meets at lunchtime, and where we can sit and have devotions and pray together. And that group has grown by leaps and bounds. Our clubs are growing by leaps and bounds. Kids are praying together, sharing God's word together. Our FCA, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, has been growing like crazy. We had what we do is called a Spiritual Emphasis Week, where we just take even extra time that cut into our academics to just really, really share how to have a relationship with Christ. And in this week, we had an extra chapel during the week, because it was a small group week. So we had an extra chapel, had a special speaker come in, special music come in, and the Holy Spirit moved in that chapel. We had students on their knees praying and crying out to God. We had kids praying for each other, praying with staff, and it was beautiful, and it was completely Spirit-led, and just a lot of emotion, a lot of beauty. And when the chapel ended and the kids returned to their next class, so many teachers said, we just sat there in awe of what God had done in that moment. And they just talked about it. We closed the books and we put them aside, and we just had conversation about what God was doing and what we were seeing. And the very next day was a Thursday, which is our small group day. And I am part of a 10th grade girls small group, and they just kept talking about it. I mean, it was just such an impactful week. It was beautiful to see. Last week was See You at the Pole. And so we had students come out and meet, that Wednesday morning to pray. And there were several groups potted off and praying for certain things, and they're linked arm in arm. And so I'm bouncing from group to group and praying with them and listening. And what I kept hearing over and over again from these students was, in their prayers, giving God the glory and the thanks for this new year, for this new feeling. They know, see, feel, and hear what is going on at the campus, that God is on the move and his hands are on Northside and he has plans. And I'm very excited to see us keep moving in that direction and what he's going to do in these kids' lives.
Well, it's really neat to hear, because I think when you think about a Christian school, you expect that stuff. But what we also forget is that a lot of times in a Christian school, we get so focused on academics that to hear you talk about teachers saying, we're going to close the books and we're going to talk about what we just experienced, that God moment, that's a pretty cool thing. You just don't really, even in a Christian school, I don't even think today we hear a lot of that. So that's really exciting. So, all right, we've talked here for, a good 15 minutes or so. If there's somebody out there listening tonight and they're not part of Northside, and you were asked, okay, what is it about Northside that sets Northside apart? Not necessarily against another Christian school or anything like that, but just sets them apart as a community. What would you say to that?
There are so many wonderful schools to choose from here. So many great private schools. We have very strong public schools here. And so it's hard to say what set Northside apart, Is it academics? Is it the spiritual emphasis? In all honesty, it's the people. Our people here is what set us apart. Northside is truly a family, and every school is a family. I know and understand that, but it is different at Northside. We know God has his hand on the school. We know it's his school. We know it's his vision and his plan, and we are along to be the hands and feet of that. But when you come on our campus, it truly feels different. So when I say the teachers and students say we feel it, we feel the lightness, we feel the spirit, we feel the change, that is an accurate statement. And, you know, I get to be a part of all the new family tours that go on campus. And last year alone, we had 150 families come and tour our campus. And so many of them kept saying, all I've heard is this is where you need to send your kid. This is where you need to go. And it wasn't because of academics, and it wasn't because of, you know, the spiritual emphasis. All those are wonderful things and things that we do well. But it was because they said, your kid will be happy here. Your kid will find connection here. Your kid will find a sense of belonging here. Do we have our challenges? Absolutely, we have our challenges because the world is the world and we battle it. But there is no place like Northside. It is truly unique in a sense that it's just different.
Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. WIZV Abbeville Dothan, WPHH Hope Home Montgomery, WTID Graceville Florida, and worldwide on the Joy FM Alabama mobile app. I'm Noah Davis, senior defensive lineman at Northside. Now back to the action.
I'm Michaela Buchanan, Northside Junior, and Northside Athletics would like to thank Mike Miller with Country Financial for their generous support. Mike Miller is a Country Financial representative providing insurance and financial services in the Wiregrass area. Phone 334-828-8280. Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics, specializing in tires and auto repair. I'm Autumn Dressler, a senior cross-country and track and field athlete at Northside. Thank you to Scott Stevens Tire and Service for their generous support. Phone number 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM is honored to help celebrate 10 years of football with Northside Methodist Academy. Thank you to those pioneers that paved the way for future generations to shine the light for Jesus Christ on and off the field. Congratulations from all of us at the Joy FM.
This is Mike Mordecai from Northside Methodist Academy in Dothan, where we are building champions for life. With our athletic programs, we value character above all else. Our dedicated coaching staff teaches young men and women how to use God's gift for His glory. Northside Methodist competes in the Alabama High School Athletic Association. For more information, see our website at nmacademy.net or call 334-794-7273 to schedule a school tour. Northside Methodist Academy is a nonprofit business ministry partner with the Joy FM.
Hi, I'm Callie Thompson, Northside cheerleader class of 2025, and it's time for the second half kickoff on the Joy FM. Go Knights, go!
Welcome back to Rip Hugh Stadium, getting set for the second half kickoff. Northside leads 7-3 over Providence. And Chuck, we were entertained by, during the interview, I don't know, about 350 girls out here doing the cheerleading for the Knights. Knee-high Knights, I think is what they're called. Maybe they're called something else now.
Knee-high Knights.
But the good crowd for that, good turnout for that. It was a lot of fun to watch.
You know, Matt, that we had that epiphany at halftime. Says, now we know why it's an overflow crowd. The amount of smartphones just on the rail.
Yeah.
And, hey, listen, not by parents, but my meemaws and pawpaws. Man, they had them, and then they were getting recordings for future watching. No doubt, it was a great time. You know, Matt, we talked about it. I'm sorry during the half that Northside would lead 7-3 is not by fluke. I mean, if you're winning 7-3 and you had 4th and 46 and didn't make a first down, you're doing something right on the defense side of the ball. And as Coach alluded to Blake, they're playing lights out on the defensive side.
Yeah, they really are. Doing a good job here. Fitzcar has it teed up, and here's the kickoff. Kind of a high, short kick on the sideline here. Takes a bounce. Picked up at the 20. Makes across the 30. He's still on his feet. And finally brought down at about the 37-yard line.
You know, you said it, I think, off air, Matt, that Providence has done a good job this year on special team returns on kicks, and they did. Hey, that was a perfect bounce for Northside. It kind of just checked up like a pitching wedge there to where the player had to get it. It wasn't go out of bounds, but they continued to block and got good field position to begin their second half.
So Providence takes over at their own 37. First offensive possession of the second half. Two wide receivers to the far side. Back to pass is Pittman. He's rolling to the far side, looking, throws, has his man caught at the 45, and he's brought down at about the 47-yard line.
Yeah, Grant Baker with the reception then, and right, that's a strong 9-yard gain. That's a real unusual play to see Providence, but we wondered, okay, what are they doing at halftime? And evidently they said, let's open up the passing game.
So, and also, too, any time that Northside has had a lead at halftime, third quarter has been their Achilles heel.
It really has.
Let's see what they can do tonight, maybe turn that around. Give up the middle this time. He's hit, slips a tackle. He's going to have a first down, but not by much.
No, he won't get it by a whole lot, but he didn't need a whole lot. So the call worked for the Eagles. Good defense. Missed the first tackle. We need to clean that up, as the coach said. We need to clean up our tackling. Looks like what was the umpire was making a call there, Matt. Was he calling a foul?
They're backing it up. I don't know what that was. I missed it.
And the chains have already moved.
It's holding. So they're going to have to move those back.
And they're just going to have to guess where the ball was.
Maybe they can remember. So second down and about 12 is what it'll be now.
Well, that's twice the hanky's been thrown. It's just hadn't made its way on the field.
They need to be pink, maybe. We can see those better.
They need to chunk them out in the field. Don't lay them on the sideline.
Yeah, well, that too. Two wide receivers to the near side. Back to pass, throws quickly to the near side, has his man, it's caught. He's at the 40, he's at the 45, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It'll be third down and about 2.
Christian Sutton on the reception for the Eagles. It was a well-designed play. I won't say it was poorly defended. They just got out there in a hurry and outflanked the Knights on that particular play.
Ball spotted at the Providence 48.
I'd be shocked here to see the Eagles try anything but something between the tackles or something on their bread and butter runs to get this short yardage.
Yeah, me too. Two wide receivers to the right. Here's the snap. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And he got hit, lit up in the backfield. He's not going to have a first down.
Wow, what a great stand then. I tell you what, Ryland Banner got his bell rung that time for the Eagles, and it looked like that play was going to easily get a first down. But I missed who made the initial contact, Matt, but he did it well. I'm trying to see, was that Sanford from the linebacker position? Eagles going for it.
Knights fans cheering on the defense, 4th and 1.
Watch that hard count right here, Matt.
This is a big defensive play. Snap. He's going to keep it. Go around the outside. He's got the first down. And he's going to be finally brought down at about the 43-yard line.
Successful play for the Eagles then. Gutsy play, but Braylon Clemens really saved that play for going for 6 instead of just a first down for the Knights.
So, again, Knights making them earn every yard in this ball game. 1 wide receiver to the right, 3 bunched to the left. Back to pass. No, give up the middle. He's got some room. He gets hit right at the 40-yard line, and that's it.
They're doing a good job wrapping up and holding the tackle there, keeping the Providence halfbacks from breaking a tackle and scatting down the field. Just a 3 to 4 yard gain, then we'll have that for the Knights.
Second down and 7. Providence doesn't huddle. They just kind of gather at the line and get their play call from the sideline.
Yep.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Snap. Rolling to the outside is Pittman. Now he's going to run with it. And he gets tripped up, but he's got the first down at the 29-yard line.
Hadn't seen that play for the Eagles tonight. That little run-pass option there. It looked like he was going to tuck it and run, pull it up, look for the guy breaking. The Knights had it well defended, but then that left the hole open for him to run down and get the first down.
So the opening drive for the Eagles in the second half, and they're moving the ball. Here's a snap. Back to pass, throws quickly to the near side, has his man at the 30. He's at the 25, and he's going to be brought down right there. Great open field tackle that time.
That was I know the Providence coaches about it saying, what are you doing, son? You had the whole middle of the field to run to. But he tried to cut it back outside and ran straight back into the defense.
So second down and 5. Ball at the 25-yard line of Northside. Knights lead 7-3. 7:52 to go, third quarter. Two wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation for Pittman. Here's the snap. Give the man in motion to the outside. That cuts it up. He gets hit, and he's trying to get pushed forward, and he keeps moving. Wow, great dive. He's got a first down.
Wow, Banner that time for the Eagles. Ryland Banner didn't give up on the run. Got at least 4 to 5 yards, Matt, after second and third contact. But here's where it gets a little tough for the Eagles, and if the Knights can come back up and make this stand again in the red zone, we'll be in good shape.
Ball is at the 16-yard line of Northside. Here's the snap. Keeper, Pittman up the middle. He's got the 15 down at the 11.
Strong first down carry. This is where back in the first half we saw the Knights bow up and force the field goal for the Eagles. Need to do the same here. I don't know what to expect here. They've been running the ball pretty steadily through the tackles. Look for a play action or some kind of quick pass. Wouldn't surprise me here to try to see what they could do.
2nd and 5. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. Goes a jet sweep around the outside. He's got the corner, and he's hit inside the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Providence at the 3.
I've learned to look for flags on the sidelines, and I don't see any, so they are inside the 5 this time.
Yes, they are. They've had 1st and goal before, but like you said earlier, Knights held them to a field goal. Try to do that again. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Here's the snap. And he's going to run to the outside. He's going to cut it up the middle, and he's hit hard. Fumble in the end zone. Northside's got it. Northside has a turnover, and they're going to get it at the 20-yard line on a touchback.
Wow, what a play. I thought for a moment he had broken the plane there, Matt, but he didn't. What a hit by the Knight defense that calls that turnover. Huge.
That is
huge play.
That is huge. Now, Northside got to take that momentum and ride it into for some more points. 4-point lead is nice, but you kind of want a little bit more against a seasoned Providence team.
Absolutely. What happened then, I believe the man who made the initial tackle really stuck it that time for the Knights with number 7. Is that Sanford? Is that right? No, Clements, Braylon Clements. He's being looked at on the sidelines now, but he's the one that really came up and made that play.
Knights come out, 2 wide receivers to each side of the field, pistol formation. Well, and they got them to jump, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Providence.
Absolutely, he did on that hard count. Caused Tom Borland to jump offside, then the junior, the freshman for the Eagles. That's an easy 5 yards for the Knights. We'll take it on 1st down.
1st and 5, now ball at the 25. Still a great crowd here tonight. Good to see that from both sides.
A little confusion here for the Knights offense. I believe they're going to have to call a timeout, Matt.
It's raining. It's raining here at Rip Stadium a little bit. Good news is we're kind of under the awning, so we're okay. And now we got whistles, and we're going to take a timeout Northside. We'll take one with them. Northside leads Providence 7-3, 5:54 to go, third quarter. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
Northside Football is thankful for support from Hangar 38, located at 3120 Ross Clark Circle in Dothan. I'm Jesse, senior linebacker at Northside Football, and Hangar 38 can host birthday parties or even team building events. Phone 334-699-6350.
Northside has been named the best private school in the Wiregrass for the last 2 years in a row. I'm Edie Ezel, class of 2025. To learn more about Northside and if it's a fit for your student, check out nmacademy.net.
The Joy FM is honored to help celebrate 10 years of football with Northside Methodist Academy. Thank you to those pioneers that paved the way for future generations to shine the light for Jesus Christ on and off the field. Congratulations from all of us at the Joy FM.
I am JT Haney, Senior Class President at Northside, and we want to thank the Joy FM for helping us celebrate 10 years of Knights football. Go Knights, go!
1st and 5 for the Knights. Looks like a neat little run here. Clemens up the middle on a pitch, and he's going to have a first down.
Coming right at it, Matt. They might call for a measurement. I don't know. Let's see. Nope.
So we have a rain falling here at Riphue Stadium, and we're kind of under the awning here at the press box, so we're staying mostly dry, but we've got some company.
Yeah,
They're trying to join us.
it got really clouded, and it's interesting to see the imagination of rain jackets now. I see a bag over somebody's head, seat cushions overhead.
Here's the snap. Give this to Sanford. He's going around the outside. He's got some room. He slips the tap over the 40. He's got a first down. Ball is loose, but I think Northside's got it back if he wasn't called down.
You know, Matt, I was just about to say we got to protect the ball with this little rain falling. He had it out a little loose there. We run the Wildcat. That's back-to-back first downs for the Knights if they give it.
Yeah, they do. They're spotting at the 41-yard line, so that's first down. Yeah, interesting play here because Harry Hicks is on the sideline, and they're running a Wildcat type of offense here with Jaden Watkins at quarterback. 2 wide receivers to each side. There's a snap. He's looking back to pass. He throws, and he's incomplete.
Yeah, I believe that was some miscommunication. Had Koskey coming down the side. He was well covered by Stickler. And then we had Watkins over the middle. He was open, but he overthrew him by a lot.
2nd down and 10. Looks like Harrison Hicks going to come back into the game after that incomplete pass. 5:01 to go, third quarter. Knights lead 7-3.
Nice little drive building for the Knights here. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going with some kind of rhythm.
Pistol formation. Hicks back in at quarterback, 2 wide receivers to each side. And the give up the middle to Clemens. He gets hit immediately, and he's not going to get anything. He may have lost a yard.
Yeah, I believe he did. And with that was not that sprint handoff that we've run so successfully tonight. That was more just straight up the middle, and it was well defended.
So the rain picking up here at Riphue Stadium, and that's going to make the rest of this game interesting, Chuck, with the field conditions, I'm sure.
Absolutely, Matt. It's a wild card that it could go either way. It's we talked about it pregame what we're going to do with turnovers, with special teams, and how they handle adversity.
All right, 3rd down and 11. Looks like Providence is going to blitz. Back to passes. Hicks throws, looks for his man, tipped it away, incomplete. It kind of slipped out of his hands, I think, that time.
Yeah, it just didn't look like a good play from the start. And what was looking like a promising drive for the Knights has ended at a bit of a fizzle, 4th, and we lost yards. 4th and 11, and we end up punting formation there, Matt. I'm sorry.
4th and 11, yep. Providence back deep at their own 35 to field this. Hopefully we can get a good snap on this with the ball wet.
Yeah, field the ball good, didn't worry about the kick.
Good snap. Pretty good kick. Spiral, going to be, he muffed it at the 28. Makes a move. Oh, he's dropped it. Bumble. Knights got the ball. Knights have the ball. They turned it over. Wow.
Another big hit, and the ground did not cause that. He was hit. That ball popped out when he got his feet cut out from under him. Hey, that's 2 turnovers back-to-back, Matt, that have changed the field position, so the Knights really need to take advantage of it.
That's for sure. So the Knights have it at the Providence 33-yard line, 1st and 10. 4:01 to go in the third quarter.
So we line up back in the Wildcat here, Matt. Let's see what we can get going with this drive.
2 wide receivers to each side. Man in motion. And we got flags down. So we are trying to put a little bit of protection on the equipment here with a little bit of rain. It's really coming down here. But a lot of the fans are braving it. Some of them are not. Maybe they're got in their car and they're gonna listen to us on the radio.
You know, that would be the perfect choice.
That would be. So 1st and 15 now. The Knights have it at the 39-yard line of Providence. They lead 7-3. Wildcat again. Jaden Watkins in at quarterback. 2 wide receivers to each side. Man in motion to the near side, snap. Keeper, Watkins, looking. There's a man wide open. He throws. He's got him. Caught at the 15-yard line. First down, Northside.
Wow, he was, no one around him. You lead that pass a little bit right there, Matt, and it's 6 all day long. But nonetheless, great gain by the Knights. Moved the chains inside the red zone, looking to add to that 7-3 lead.
Still in that Wildcat with Watkins in it. No, that's Harrison Hicks back in the quarterback in the pistol. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Clemens in motion. There's a snap. It's a bad snap, and flags go down. That was a weird-looking snap, but they're going to call false start on the north side.
And if it would have been a false start, it would have been an illegal motion because of Watkins moving toward the line of scrimmage at the time of snap.
Yeah, that's for sure. So again, 1st and 15. Clock continues to roll, 3:30 to go, third quarter. Hicks in the pistol formation, 1 wide receiver to the near side. It's Caleb Watkins, 3 to the far side. 1-on-1 down here. Back to pass, looking, under pressure. Now he rolls out, looks, throws into the end zone, looking for his man. Incomplete. That's actually a defensive play by the Knights.
It was.
The receiver.
That ball was ready to be intercepted.
So 2nd down and 15.
A good pocket awareness by Hicks. Flushed out, moved back into another pocket. Afforded him the time to throw. It was just ill-advised.
Knights in the huddle. See what they can dial up here. Really like to see them get 7 points here and take a bigger lead.
Yeah, they've got to get on the other side of the chains. We're going the wrong way.
Pistol formation. Hicks back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, looking for Caleb Watkins, incomplete, in and out of his hands.
Yeah, I tell you what, with the rain coming down like it is, it's going to have to be on the money to be caught. A high throw like that with a little zip on it, it's just not going to be caught.
This would be about a 37-yard field goal attempt at this point if we don't get any more yards. Like to see us get a little more yards here for Fitz Carter to make that.
I was thinking the same thing, Matt. 3rd and long here. I wouldn't mind seeing some type of draw, a little screen, see what we could get for positive yardage.
Here's a snap. Hicks throws, has his man caught in the backfield is Watkins. He slips the tackle. He's to the 20. He's to the 15, down at the 14. So got a few yards there. So it's going to bring up 4th and 9.
I like the call. Wasn't crazy about the design, but I like the call. Get the ball in the hands of a playmaker, let him run, get some positive yardage. Looks like he got maybe a man down, Matt. I'm trying to see what it is.
That looks like Jaden Watkins.
It is.
Limping off the field.
Little tweak of his ankle as he got tackled there.
I hope we don't see more of that, with these conditions. But we got Fitz Carter coming on to kick a 3-point attempt here, field goal. It's going to be a 31-yard attempt, and it's on the near hash here. This could be big. Give us a 7-point lead here. Here's the snap. Good snap. Good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Knights take a 10-3 lead. Wow.
Hey, excellent. That's what we could ask for with the negative yardage. I love the full score instead of just up 4. Touchdown ties it instead of going ahead. Tell you what, the Knights defense continued to play lights out. Had them on the goal line, and again, with the big turnover, and drove the length of the field, Matt, to get that 3 points. That's a good, strong drive.
It definitely is, because that's the thing you want. You want to try to run down their defense, keep their offense off the field, and give your defense a little bit of a break. So.
We spoke of momentum in the first half and how it changes so quickly. You had Providence there knocking on the door.
Yeah.
although it was a touchback, and they put the ball on the 20, but they were looking at going ahead with a 7-point.
Here's the kickoff. Fitz Carter, good high kick. Looks like it's going to be fielded at the 20. It slips out. He's muffed it. It's on the ground. It's now picked up at the 15, coming around the near side, and he's going to get dropped before he can get back to the 20-yard line. It looks like, well, he got a few more yards, up to the 21.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was going to get behind the 20, but managed to get plus yardage there. Young Chapel Stickler there with that play.
Looks like the rain has let up a little bit now, so most of the water that's coming off is the awning of this press box right now.
Indeed.
2:21 to go, third quarter. Knights lead by 7 over Providence.
I don't see us really making any adjustments here on defense. They've had it dialed in all night long. Let's see if we can keep up that good work.
Make them work hard for every yard, that's for sure. Here's the snap to Pittman. Back to pass. He's looking, has time now, throws deep over the middle field. He's got a man open, and he's got it at the 40. He's got one man to beat, and he's not going to be caught. Touchdown, Providence. They let the receiver get behind him on the defense.
They've been playing run all night long, and he just went straight across the field. Nothing fancy. You got to give that play to the film. Coaches seeing that come open after so many hard runs. He was wide open from the far right side, running clear across the field.
So that didn't take long.
No, that didn't take long at all. Again, the momentum, it so quickly changes.
On for the extra point attempt here to try to tie it up. And the kick is up. Kick is good. 2:09 to go, third quarter. We're all tied up here at 10 apiece. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
Hello, I'm Kaylin Dorsey, Northside class of 2024. Northside football is thankful for Alan Rogers and the Joint Chiropractic Clinic for their generous support. Open evenings and weekends to fit many schedules. Phone number 334-577-4722.
I am Mara Stuckey, a senior at Northside. The Northside Spirit Store is your place to get all that awesome looking gear, from t-shirts to hats and everything in between. You will look your best for every game this year. Check out all the gear online at NMAKnights.com.
This is Elizabeth Brown, Northside class of 1997, and you are listening to the Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. Go Knights!
2:09 to go, third quarter. We're all tied at 10 here now after quick touchdown by Providence. Here's kickoff. Low kick. Squibb is going to go over the head, in and out of the hands, and it's going to be a touchback, thankfully, fielded back there by Clemens. We might see some more crazy things going with this wet ball in the field.
I would agree. I'm wondering if that could have been the longest TD pass reception in Providence history. I don't know, but I hadn't seen them after watching them for years, that long of a pass reception.
Yeah, they usually don't do that, and when they have tried that, they usually, overthrow it or something. But, well, they caught us kind of napping there and just couldn't recover.
Yeah, it's going to be really important here for the Knights to establish something along an offensive drive here to kind of regain or recapture that momentum.
So the Knights come out pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to each side. Here's the snap. Back to pass is Hicks. Looking, has time. Now he's under pressure, rolls to the far side. Now he throws it, has his man, and intercepted. In and out of his hands and intercepted by Providence.
Wow, just what an unlucky bounce for the Knights there. He had 2 men open, actually, Matt. He threw it to the one running toward the sideline, but he had one stationary that buttoned back to help him on the scramble, and it just bounced right off of him. Not a particularly hard hit. Not exactly what the Knights needed. Now the Eagles have it deep in Knight territory.
Yeah, that's not what you wanted. That's for sure.
Not after a long strike. So much so I think we call timeout to kind of regain some composure.
Yeah, we are. We'll take one also. Timeout here, 10-10. All tied up. 1:53 to go, third quarter. You're listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
Scott Stevens Tire and Service is a proud supporter of Northside Athletics, specializing in tires and auto repair. I'm Autumn Dressler, a senior cross-country and track and field athlete at Northside. Thank you to Scott Stevens Tire and Service for their generous support. Phone number 334-794-6969.
The Joy FM is grateful for Northside Methodist Academy, training young champions for Christ and molding the decision makers of tomorrow. We pray God's blessing and protection over all the students, staff, and leadership from all of us at the Joy FM.
I am Logan Hathcock, Northside class of 2018, and this is Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. Go Knights, go!
1:53 to go, third quarter. Providence has the ball. First and 10, back to pass. No, he gave it up the middle, and he just barely got tripped up, or they'd had another touchdown.
Another double handoff there. That Providence offense running that goes toward that just off the belly, then come back with the cross route underneath, double handoff to Stickler. Up until that point, the Knights have really defended that well.
Yeah, starting to think we're getting a little bit on the fatigue side here now.
Yeah, I've seen 3 Knights players cramp up in between breaks here in the last 2 minutes, Matt.
First and 10, Providence inside the 20. Back to pass is Pittman. Looking, throws, has his man at the 21. He slips and falls. He's going to lose a yard. Can't make real hard cuts right now with the wet field.
Negative. And he's got that little sidearm action going. He flung that one downfield just a moment ago without a problem. A bit unorthodox, but it's working for him.
So second down, they're actually going to lose 2 on that play. They're not really afraid to throw the ball right now. It doesn't look like.
And that's surprising, actually.
Yeah, it is. Man in motion to the near side. Here's the snap. Keeper up the middle, coming around the near side, trying to make a cut. He gets hit and slips a tackle. He's crossed the 15 and dropped down at about the 14-yard line.
Pretty good pursuit there by the Knight defense. Still able to gain, about 6 yards on that, if not 7.
Yeah, just couldn't wrap him up on that first initial hit.
Big third down play for both squads here. You'd love to see the Knights, for the Northside fans here, just pick it up and force a field goal attempt.
I don't think they're going to snap the ball. They're going to let it go to the halftime or the third quarter, into the third quarter.
I believe you're right.
So the end of the third quarter here. We got a great football game here, folks. 10-10 is our score. We're going to take a quick break here and talk to a special guest. I've got Jolie Palmer here, who is a Northside senior volleyball player. And how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. So, well, first of all, thanks for jumping up here and talking to us. So, tell me a little bit about the volleyball. You're captain for the volleyball team. Tell me a little bit about how your season's been going so far.
Our season's doing really good this year. Our current record is 16-10. We placed first place at the Charles Henderson tournament. We've also placed third place in the Rehoboth tournament, and tomorrow we play at a tournament in Goshen.
Okay, so playoffs are on the horizon then for you guys then, right? When does that start?
Playoffs start October 19th. Our first game would be at 1 p.m. against Ashford, the second seed in the tournament.
Okay, so you guys are the second seed?
No, sir. We're the third seed.
You're the third seed. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Have y'all played Ashford this year though?
Yes, sir. We're pretty familiar with the team and how their team works. So I think that we have a pretty good shot at competing well with the team. They're a really good team. We're a really good team. I think it's going to be a really competitive game.
Well, good. Well, we wish you guys best success. That's great to see. And y'all have a core group of seniors that have been around for a while. I bet that really does help, doesn't it?
Yes, sir. It's really it's been good for the seniors to come around and, lead for the JV team and the JH team. And even some of the players that have come up from JV, get to see these core group of seniors, really impact the Northside volleyball.
Well, that's great. Well, Jolie, thank you for joining us and bearing the rain here. So appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Thank you. So the start of the fourth quarter here.
Was that good? Okay.
And it's 3rd down and 5. The Knights need a big stand here. Looks like Providence still getting a play call from the sideline.
After a long break.
Here's the snap. And the give up the middle. He gets hit, and he's blocked. It's going to be fourth down. Let's see what the Providence Eagles do here. Looks like they're going to bring in the kicking team, try to take the lead.
Not a surprising call, but I'm I guess with that much left, they just want to get the lead here, and they're still thinking maybe a wet field, and it's turned into a defensive ball game.
Yeah, it has, and when Fitzcarter made that field goal just a few minutes ago for Northside, I was wondering about the foot plant, to kick this with the wet field, but we'll see. Here it is. Here we go here. Low snap. Here's the kick. It's up. And it is good.
It's plenty of leg.
So 11:15 to go in the ball game. Providence takes their first lead of the night, 13-10. So, Chuck, Northside Achilles' heel has been the third quarter, and they had started out so great. And the last 2 minutes, it kind of went south.
It did. The long pass play certainly had a lot to do with that, but the turnover. Northside had been on the positive side of that tonight, getting 2 fumbles from the Eagles. That huge one at the goal line, but an interception deep in your own territory really, really handicapped the momentum that I think Northside had coming out of the break. But now Providence has seized that momentum there. But all it takes is a solid offensive drive here, and it looks like the Providence boys are getting that call from the.
Yeah, what they're going to do? Are they going to do like an onside kick here, or?
As wet as the ball is, I look for a high pooch kick. I don't know. They may put a squibber down. Who knows?
Here's the kickoff from Providence, and it is. It's going to be an onside kick, and it's not even going to go 10 yards.
Yeah, it was illegally touched by a Providence player. That should be a flag. It certainly didn't go the 10 yards.
Either way, the Knights should have great field position to start this drive. And they're going to discuss it here. I'm not really sure why, but
yeah, I don't either. The first player that touched it was a Providence Eagle, and by rule, from what I know, that's an illegal touch. He can't touch the ball until it goes 10 yards.
That's right. And they're giving it. They're saying it's Northside ball, but I'm like you. I think that. I guess they're not calling that as an illegal touch, or they didn't see it.
Yeah.
So the ball is at the Providence 48-yard line. Knights trail by 3 now.
A surprising move there. Wow.
Something just flew onto the field. That's taken care of now. So the Knights come out pistol formation. One wide receiver to the far side. Here's the snap. Give is to Clemens, coming around the near side, trying to slip a tackle, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, someone was holding on to his shirt for dear life. I don't know who it was for Providence. I'm trying to see. It was Tom Borland. I saw the jersey just being stretched, and I didn't know who had it, but that kept that play from breaking for maybe a little bit more yardage.
We'll call it 2nd down and 9.5. That gave him about a half a yard on that. Same formation, one wide receiver. It's Jaden Watkins on the far side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. Clemens again coming around the near side. Slips the tackle. Dives forward to about the 44-yard line. Makes it about 3rd and 5.
I really like the way Braylon's protecting the ball there as opposed to the previous run. That one was high and tight. The other one was down around his waist. Right here, you can't afford a turnover. We need to really turn this into a first down, Matt.
Absolutely. Actually, they kind of brought it back a little bit. It's going to be more like 3rd and 6.
It's going to be an interesting call here for the Knights to see if they try to run it for first down, a little misdirection, or try to put the ball in the air.
Hicks back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, has his man. Oh, that ought to be interference. He hit him way too early, but they didn't call it.
Wow. He was open, and player went straight across him.
So 4th down and 6. See what the Knights do here. It's 9:56 to go ball game, and the Knights are trailing by 3. So I would think you'd punt here and play the field position game, but
they're going
for it. Looks like maybe they can get them to jump and make it a little bit more reasonable.
I love that play call just then, Matt. It was there.
It was there.
That play was there.
So here we go. Low snap, picked up by Hicks. Now he's under pressure, rolling to the near side. He's looking for somebody, and he's going to be dropped down and sacked back at the 40-yard line.
Big play there by Reed Ferris, making that play for the Eagles. Looks like they were just trying to throw one man in the route, trying to go deep on a little hitch and go. Too much pressure up the middle for the Knights to handle that time.
Yeah, once that ball was kind of on the ground and Hicks it kind of messed up that whole play.
It certainly did. It ruined the timing of it.
So Providence has the ball on the north side 40. They lead by 3. 9:47 to go. Knights need to get a stop here and get the ball back, that's for sure. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Shotgun formation. High snap, but give to the wingman around the outside, trying to get the corner. He gets the 40 to 35, and he gets hit. Dropped for about an 8-yard gain, though.
Ryland Banner on that kind of jet sweep, I guess you would say. Not keeping it tackles, and you could tell their coach to keep it inside the boundaries, keep that clock running.
Second down and about 2. So we make a little substitution here. Providence has a man wide open out here. He's not covered.
Yeah, we're missing one defensive back over here.
There he comes. There's a snap. Keeper up the middle is Pittman, coming around the near side now. Slips the tackle, but he doesn't slip the second one.
Great pursuit that time. Excellent pursuit for the Knights. First play that we've really stopped on that run all night long. Love the pursuit that time by the linebackers making the play. Tell you what, Jordan Stanford really came on hard, made the stop, threw him backwards, get a third down stop here, and you really got another shot here to get the ball back.
3rd down and 2. No gain on that play. Still 2 wide receivers to the far side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. He's got a first down and more to the 25 down to the 24.
Misdirection there. The Knights were really expecting that double handoff, and it was a quick belly drive for number 11 for the Eagles that time. And Grant Baker made the most of it to get a first down.
1st and 10 for Providence. They're able just to kindly, slowly, methodically move the ball down the field right now. Pittman looking down the field, looking to throws into the end zone. Intercepted at the 1. He's up to the 5. And he's going to be brought down at the 11. Boy, we needed that. That was Braden Clemens on the interception.
Another big turnover by the Knights. Certainly questionable for the Eagles to make that play when they have the ball and the clock and the lead. But we'll take it. Knights here with just a second chance here to drive the ball down. See if we can't regain this lead.
They've got they actually have it marked at about the 13-yard line, so not the worst field position they've had tonight.
No, not at all. A little confused here on the offensive line, though. We look like we're missing a player.
Yeah, it looks like we may have to call timeout if we can't get this figured out. Looks like we're missing something. 7 seconds to go on the play clock. Pistol formation. Well, he got it off. Give up the middle. Great move there. Look at this. Jesse Dyson with the carry. And he gets across the 15 to about the 17-yard line.
Wow, that had catastrophe written all over it.
It really did.
And I don't know who were that. I saw the coaches looking around. They were looking on the sideline. Like, who is not in here?
One name we haven't called at all tonight, Tyler Quintero.
You're right.
He's on the field right now as a wide receiver on the near side. And, he has been just catches everything throw his way. Let's see if they go to him here shortly. Here's the give up the middle to Jesse Dyson again. And he didn't get much. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that didn't work as well as it did on the first one. That leaves a formidable 3rd down for the Knights. I won't say crucial with 7 minutes to go in the game, just down by 3.
But this field position, it kind of feels like it.
It does.
You kind of need to feel like we got to get a first down here.
You need to get out of this hole and really make that mistake by the Eagles to pay right here.
Pistol formation. Quintero is lined up one-on-one on the near sideline. Back to pass is Hicks. He's looking that direction. Throws deep, looking for his man. It's going to be incomplete. Just overthrew Quintero. He couldn't get past the defensive back there.
Yeah, he was. They was talking like that it was some pass interference, and there's some little jawing going on that I don't want to see.
Not sure it was interference. It might have been a holding before it was anything, because just when that happened. But either way, it's 4th down. They're going to have to punt.
I'll tell you what, not many people saw it, but I loved what I saw by one of the captains, the Eagles there, Rylan Banner. He got number 5's grill because 5 was talking to somebody, and he was letting him have it. Let's see what the Knights can do on defense right here to see if they can stop them.
Good high kick spiral. Nobody was back deep, so that's going to take a Northside roll past the 40, still rolling, and it's going to get past the 35, so about the 34-yard line, so a good punt there for Fitz-Carter.
That's outstanding. That had to be a mistake by the Eagles, but, hey, we'll take that for sure and see if we can't get a defensive stand. Maybe force turnover or a short kick, and let's get the ball back, Matt.
Yeah, definitely need to get a stop here quickly. Interception, another fumble or something like that. And with 6 minutes to go, it's not crucial yet, but definitely
it's getting close.
Got to get a stop, yep.
Absolutely.
2 wide receivers to the far side. They're same formation. Shotgun for Pittman. Man in motion to the far side. Here's the snap. Give up the middle. And he gets hit. And didn't get much.
No,
maybe a couple yards.
Yeah, he did not. I tell you what, it's a great stand by the entire defensive line there. Grant Baker's been having a good success with that play tonight. I tell you what, really, Stanford, all the linebackers in the line did an outstanding job to stop that play.
2nd down and 8 for Providence. Under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Eagles lead by 3. Taking their time to run the clock. Here's the snap. Give the man in motion. Jet sweep. He slips the tackle, slips, and he's not going to get to the 40. He's going to be short of that, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 5.
Another good defensive stand. The linebackers doing a good job. We had good pursuit. They kept the play strung out. You like the looks of it. You stand strong here. I can't see Providence going for it if we keep this at a no gain. Force a punt. And, Matt, one thing we can't overlook is the Knights still have just have one timeout remaining where the Eagles have their full allotment.
2 wide receivers to the far side. 3rd down and 5. Man in motion coming to the near side. Now he stops and goes back the other direction. Snap, give, double handoff. Number 23's got it. He gets hit at the 40, and he's going to be dropped. It's going to be 2 yards short of the first down, looks like.
Yeah,
So 4th and 2 at the 42.
With them in their own territory here, it'll be a gamble if they go for it.
They're not acting like they're going to kick it here.
I'd look for a hard count and see what happens.
2 wide receivers to the far side again. Shotgun formation. Yep, that's exactly what they tried there, was a hard count. Now they look to the sideline.
Yeah, they're cutting it off.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. Trying to get them a draw, and they didn't do it. Good job by the Knights.
Good discipline there. You know, that wasn't too hard to kind of predict. Just glad to see the Knights didn't bite on it, and you know, they still not guaranteed to punt, but I'd be shocked if they didn't punt.
Yeah, I mean, with the way the defense has been playing for Providence here, and Northside not able to really move the ball here, I think you punt. And
I think you do too.
But we're not coaches. We're up here.
That's right. You know, if you do go in the punt formation, you risk a bad snap with the ball wet, going over the head, coming up short.
They just switched the ball, so it's a punt.
Yep. I see what that punter's doing now, Matt. I didn't know. He counts off the number of steps he needs to go back on his own sideline, and then walks perpendicular all the way to where the snap should be.
Okay, interesting.
Very.
Jaden Watkins is going to be back deep to receive this, and hopefully can, if he gets a chance to field it, doesn't muff it. It's, with the field conditions and the wet ball, you never know.
4 minutes, 47 seconds, and this is a big play in the game right here to see what kind of yardage and what kind of drive the Knights can put after we receive the ball.
Low snap. It skips to him. He kicks it, and Northside's just going to let it watch it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It looks like at about the 23. Well, make it the 22. So the Northside Knights, 4:39 to go, trailing by 3. Need to go 78 yards, Chuck. Preferably.
Yeah, we can do it. Absolutely. I think they can do it and do it with ease.
They came out that one series where they had the weird formation with the 3 linemen and then 6 wide receivers on each side.
Yeah, the triple trip.
Yep. I wonder if they go back to that, or they've got something else up their sleeves here.
I'd love to see it because really I didn't see the Eagles defending that.
No, they didn't really seem to. So it looks like we got a wide receiver to the near side, 3 trips to the far side, but just on the other side of the tackle. Now man in motion, pistol formation, and it looks like a keeper for Hicks. He makes some moves. He's still trying to get a block, and he's going to be brought down at the 21. He's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, it didn't have success at all written on it. Give the Eagle defense credit there. Tyler Sharp pursued and made the tackle on Hicks. That was his only option. Once that pitch option wasn't there, the play was doomed.
I haven't seen him really try to pass the ball much here in the last few minutes, which is a little interesting, which is what we've been able to do really well. And 5 seconds on the play clock. They just not come to the line. They're not going to get this play off. There are all kinds of movement, and that's going to be delay a game. Not sure what was taking so long there to get the play in.
Yeah, I don't know, Matt, but that was catastrophic.
So that's going to make it 2nd down and 14. 3:49 to go. We're just really kind of discombobulated. It's just
self-destructing on offense. You got one timeout remaining, and then you just take a delay a game.
So 2nd down and 14. Pistol formation for Hicks. Here's the snap, rolling to the far side, looking, throws, has a man, incomplete. Over his head was Caleb Watkins, the intended receiver.
Yeah, it was. He was covered up. Really, he didn't have any other option just to throw the ball over and stay away from the interception, stay away from a sack. But tall order here, 3rd and 15, 3:42 left in the game for the Knights.
Yeah, we just really seemed like we've lost any kind of rhythm, momentum right now. Trying to figure out what to do here.
Absolutely.
3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's Quintero. Look for him. He's 1-on-1. Here's the snap, back to pass. He's looking that direction. He throws deep, looking for Quintero. Has his man, incomplete, just overthrown by a hair. Just overthrown by a hair.
Yeah, it was. He had a step on the defender, and the ball just didn't quite have enough air under it.
I don't think you have a choice here. I don't think you can punt. I think you have to go for it. And that's what makes it a little interesting to make that kind of a play call there. And when you could, if you're going to have to go for it, you have to go for its 4-down territory here, then try to get some of the yards back.
And just used our last timeout to talk about what they want to do. So if I would certainly think they would try to go for it if they're going to use the timeout.
I don't think you have a choice.
Providence is going to try to pull the air out of the ball once they get it back. Hindsight's 20/20. We're not there on the sideline, but you're just thinking maybe, hey, you punt the ball, save the timeout, try to hold Providence on 4 downs.
Let's pause for station identification. This is the Northside Knights football on the Joy FM.
Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. WIZB, Abbeville, Dothan, WPHH, Hope Home, Montgomery, WTID, Graceville, Florida, and worldwide on the Joy FM Alabama mobile app. I'm Noah Davis, senior defensive lineman at Northside. Now back to the action.
So 4th down and 15. Knights offense on the field. 3 wide receivers line up to the far side. One to the near side is Quintero. Pistol formation. Back to pass. It's Hicks. Looking, has time, throws. Looking for his man Quintero, and he had it and incomplete. He dropped it. In and out of his hands. And that is it, probably for the Knights tonight. Unless something miraculous happens like it did 2 weeks ago, Chuck, when looks like they had just lost the game. And the first play was they stripped it and got the ball back.
Absolutely. It will take a defensive miracle here. A turnover, a drop ball on the wet field. We've seen stranger things happen for sure.
So the ball is at the Northside 18-yard line. Providence takes over right there. 3:27 to go in the ball game. Providence leads by 3. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Pittman in the shotgun with running back on either side of him. And he's going to keep it himself. He slips, but he runs forward, and he's off to the races. He's going to get dropped just inside the 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
Pretty a well-designed play. You had a fake, one way, a fake the other. You use those players for blockers, and no one else handles the ball except the quarterback.
Yep.
No chance of a missed handoff. Keep the clock running. No timeouts for the Knights.
They're definitely letting the clock run here. It's going to approach the 3-minute mark here. But they've got 1st and goal. And if you were like tied or something, I'd say, yeah, let them score and you get the ball back. But a touchdown puts the game for sure away.
Absolutely.
And, big blow up in the backfield. They got him that time. And he's going to lose yards. Now we got a flag down on the far sideline.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be except for maybe a possible hold.
He lost several yards on that. Looks like it's going to be a dead ball personal foul on Providence. And the guy that was over there was number 62. That was the guy that threw the elbow earlier tonight. So he is he's going to get pulled off the field again, I think. Nope, maybe not.
But was that a personal foul call? He looked like he just crossed his hands. I don't know.
Yeah, personal foul. And our friend Mike Lawson just confirmed it. So there you go.
Oh, it's official.
It's official. So it does stop the clock. 2:43 to go, and it's still 1st down, I guess. Well, that's a dead ball. It still should be 2nd down.
Yeah,
it should be 2nd down with the penalty yardage.
I know why we're confused. Because the man in the white hat's confused.
Yeah. Very fast-moving game, and
it is.
It has been, we've been calling games in the 10 o'clock hour this year. We're barely in the 9 o'clock hour, and just about got this game done.
A lot of runs, not much stoppage at the clock. Yeah,
so they haven't changed the down marker yet, but I think the way he signaled that is a dead ball. Yep, he's showing number 2. He's showing 2 fingers.
2nd down.
Good job, White Hat.
They got it figured out, but the yard marker does not have 2nd down, so it's 2nd and goal from the 24.
Yeah, it's a long way. So Northside's got a chance here if they can stop them and make them kick a field goal. The clock is running now, but they may still have time to get this ball back. We'll see. Still like to see them strip the ball. Wouldn't be opposed to that. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Shotgun formation. 2 running backs on either side of Pittman. And give up the middle, number 11. He's got some room. He slips, falls forward across the 20 up to the 17-yard line. Clock continues to run. 2:15 to go.
Again, Grant Baker getting that handoff with the misdirection on the inside. Pretty well defended for the Knights. 3rd and goal from the 18.
This is a big play here because if they can keep them from getting too many more yards, it makes it a long field goal attempt.
It does.
So this is kind of a big deal. We'll see. If I wouldn't try to pass the ball to have the chance to stop the clock. But
they're
gonna let it run down and call timeout. That's what it looks like they're gonna do. So that's exactly what it is. So third down and goal from the 18.
So that leaves the Eagles with one timeout remaining, and the clock won't start until the snap, which is good for the Knights.
1:39 to go in the ball game. Providence leads 13-10. It was 7-3 Northside at halftime, and the end of the third quarter was, after it started off so well, Northside stopped them going into the end zone with a fumble into the end zone. And got the field goal, long drive, got the field goal, had a 7-point lead, and then boom. We had a big long pass by Providence and then an interception that turned into points for them. So, again, 10 points just like that, and that's where we got our score.
And like we said before the game, and your analyst friend who is a professional, with turnovers and special teams, the big long kickoff return put Providence into good field position. Some punts. Both sides have done well, but those turnovers and the third quarter nemesis for the Knights continues.
Yeah, it does. I mean, it looked like they had broken out of that the way had gone the first 10 minutes of the quarter, and then it just kind of fell apart. So third and goal for Providence.
Really don't expect them to throw the ball here.
I really don't either, but, hey, you never know. Two wide receivers to the far side. Pittman in the gun. Snap. Keeper. He's looking to throw it. He's got time. Now he throws. Deep's got a man open in the end zone, and he's caught it. Touchdown, Providence.
Wow.
That's two long passes that they've completed tonight. We just got our guys are not quite there.
Wasn't terribly defended, and he didn't have much room to catch it, but he threw it right where he needed to throw it.
Yep.
And give the coaching staff credit for Providence. That's not what we were expecting. I'm not sure the Knights were expecting it either.
So the extra point attempt here for Providence. Kick is up, and it's no good. He didn't get all that. So 1:32 to go in the ball game, and Providence leads by 9 now. So if you're Northside, you got to get a quick score, and be able to, very quick.
Like run the ball back quick.
Yeah, that would do it. That definitely would do it.
But you said it earlier, Matt, and you could tell really toward the end of the third quarter, the Knights did look a bit fatigued. We saw some cramping up on the sideline. You could just see it maybe in how they were playing. And they just I tell you what, the goal is not to be competitive. I know that. The goal is to win the ball game. But the Knights have played a strong ball game tonight.
Yeah, they really have. And, to have the lead deep in the third quarter, have a 7-point lead deep in the third quarter, you felt like, okay, maybe this is going to be the night. But here's a low squib kick. It is muffed at the 15. Now Clemens has got it. He's coming around the near side trying to find a block. And he gets across the 25, slips the tackle. He's still on his feet to the 35, down the sideline, and up to about the 45-yard line. So a good run back with 1:20 to go.
That was an excellent run back. It came close to wanting that miracle that we were looking for on a long run back.
Well, that's the start. That's the start to get good field position. It's at the actually spot at the 44-yard line. So see what Harrison Hicks can get some magic here and get some deep yards down the field. That's definitely what we need.
Absolutely. Get the play in and make it happen.
No timeouts for Northside. However, if they can get out of bounds, that'd be helpful too. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to each side. Here's the snap, back to pass is Hicks. Looking, throws, has his man caught. Number 9, that's Quintero. Cross the 50-yard line to about the 48-yard line of Providence.
Eagles just rushing 3, dropping everybody else in coverage. They'll let Northside have that 8 to 9 yard gain, I'm sure, for the rest of the night.
They got out of bounds and stopped the clock. 1:12 to go in the ball game. Second down and 2. Hicks back to pass. Providence only rushing 3. Now he's rolling back, throws incomplete. Didn't have enough on that to get to the guy.
Yeah, he just had to dump that in an empty zone. Providence had a delayed blitz. They rushed 3, then brought a safety up and started chasing the quarterback. And that really disrupted, I think, what maybe the Knights were wanting to do with a deep pattern.
Third down and 2. 1:05 to go in the ball game. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to each side. Quintero and Watkins on the near side. Back to pass is Hicks. Now he's under pressure. He's going to slips the tackle, got out of the sack. He's still on his feet. He's to the 40. Now he throws it, has his man caught. Quintero on the sideline, first down, Northside, and out of bounds.
Great job by Quintero there, coming back to help his quarterback and still get the first down.
Yeah, I thought they had him sacked twice, and he slipped out of there. 54 seconds to go. Ball on the 39-yard line of Providence.
You know, we've got to have a deep play. Just this 8-9 yard gain is not going to win the ball game. But just we got to have a deep shot.
Yeah, but I like them getting out of bounds. That's for sure. So,
absolutely.
I hate, they're going to probably leave the middle of the field open. But all right, back to pass is Hicks. 3-man rush. He's rolling under pressure. Now he throws it, and he's got it. Quintero makes a sliding catch backwards.
Clock's running.
Clock is running because it's not a first down. It's going to bring up second and about 4. Looks like they're going to throw it to stop the clock here, and they do with 33 seconds to go. So third down and 4. I don't know, Chuck, what do you got? What kind of a call here?
33 seconds left. It's third down, so you've got to. Well, you don't have to. You can play this. It's 4 downs for sure. Play something to the side again, then take a little deeper shot. But first of all, the offensive line's got to give Hicks better protection. They're rushing 3.
They're rushing 3, so they've got to give him some time to find a man open. I don't know. If it's me, I'm going to look for somebody over the middle of the field because they are trying to protect that sideline. Looks like Providence is.
Yep.
And if you get a first down, it would stop the clock. Back to pass is Hicks. He's got time. Looks, throws deep. Looking for Quintero. Incomplete. And had a chance on it. Northside fans want a flag, but I think he went for the ball too.
Yeah,
so
I think they were both playing the ball.
I think that was a clean play.
Both playing the ball there. Hey, when you throw it up that high and it has that much time, the rule is he has just as much right to the ball.
Yep.
He didn't impede the offensive player.
And usually Tyler is very good about bringing those kind of crazy catches down too. So it's fourth down, and it looks like Providence is going to take a timeout.
Interesting.
That's interesting with 24 seconds to go. So that gives I think that's kind of a gift to Northside to give it time here to talk about this fourth down play.
I think so. They're probably saying, hey, no pass interference penalties. 24 seconds to go. They're down by 9. If I know what the coaching staff there said, hey, listen, don't try to save a touchdown by creating a penalty.
Yeah.
Here, then we get the ball back, and we're still up by 1. If they get a 2-point conversion, that is. But
yeah, they wouldn't do that, I wouldn't think. I think they would just – but, I mean, you're running out of time to even get that. I mean, you've got to quickly – I mean, you almost got to score right here.
You do.
To even have a chance at that. Fourth down and 5 for Northside. Ball is sitting at the Providence 33. 2 wide receivers to each side. Harrison Hicks in the pistol formation. Clemens behind him. Here's the snap. Throws over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. Almost intercepted. And that'll do it. 19 seconds to go. Providence will go in the victory formation.
Tell you what, Matt, when you talked about the keys to the game before that, it came to fruition. And the third quarter, for what is still a young Knights team, they're going to be disappointed. But what this program has come to, where they can compete and not have to say, we'll just get them next time. They played every down well and really had more than a small opportunity to win this game.
Yeah, they did. You got to be proud. I mean, 2 years in a row they've given Providence all they can handle, and just couldn't quite get it there tonight. But proud of the effort of the Knights. Really did everything they could, I think, with their team to try to win this game, and for 2 and 3/4 of a game, they did that. They won that game. They just couldn't quite. They gave up the big plays, 2 big plays they just couldn't afford to, and then kind of stumbled on offense. So at the end. So anyway, good to see the teams come to the field here. And Chuck, you just give me your final thoughts for the game tonight.
Well, just like we said, turnovers. That was the name of the game. It was the Knights they did well. They really controlled the line of scrimmage at times, and when you can see when they get into a rhythm, they're going to be formidable.
Yeah.
And they can play with any team in the region, and so it's still a building process, disappointing nonetheless. But proud of what the support these two schools have, but really proud of what the Knight family showed tonight.
Absolutely. Great turnout for them, great support, and good to see that. Next game for Northside, they'll be at Houston Academy next week, and then they go on the road again to Strawn. Our next broadcast will be on October 27th with homecoming for Northside as they host Ashford, and then they finish up the season at New Brockton. We'll have that game also here on the Joy FM. So once again, great to bring you the game. Hope it was enjoyable for you and encouraging to you. Once again, the final score tonight, Providence wins 19-10 over Northside. You've been listening to Northside Knights football on the Joy FM. Good night and God bless.
Thank you for listening to Northside Methodist Academy football. As always, thank you for supporting Northside Athletics. And thanks to all of our sponsors who make this ministry possible. And because it's a ministry, we'd love to partner with you in any of your prayer needs and share with you how to take the next steps in your relationship with Christ. Just call or text the Joy FM prayer line, 800-877-PRAY. That's 800-877-PRAY. Join us again next week for the Knights pregame show starting at 6:45. This has been a presentation of the Northside Methodist Academy Media Team.